together. You know, let's go be Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean? Turns out there's a Walmart right in my own neighborhood.
Wow.
They got it all.
Yeah, it's like a grocery store, too.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor. Yeah, I don't think people like being called hash.
You're the güero on the radio.
No. Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
Do you want to know how many times I've talked to Rich Paul about LeBron ever?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I don't know if that was planned, but that was incredible.
Way to dial it out.
I was waiting for an entrance, you know?
Incredible.
I would say once, and it wasn't even, I jumped into a conversation and someone was asking him about LeBron. Like, it wasn't even me.
Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app. And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want.
Right. Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Right now.
Monstrous. Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
My girlfriend Jean went to Korea and had salmon sperm injected into her face. Beautiful.
Okay,
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That salmon sperm's going to make all the difference tonight, brother.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, Beto, where you been, homeboy?
Oh, yeah! 7:03, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show begins on a feel-good Friday, this 19th of June, 2026. If you are celebrating Juneteenth and have the day off today, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of today. And Sedano, I love you in that UCLA shirt, just for our friend Bob Chesney and Gregory Arthur Bergman. But we have to start here with the latest developments. So apparently when the Blue Review ended, and we got a big show today, a lot of Lakers talk, Geeter McGee, Beto in the 7 a.m. hour, Steve Mason in the digital hour for Mason's Musings. But apparently a hot mic moment happened between the Blue Review and the morning show in which it was audible that Beto Duran was ripping Greg Bergman.
Oh, here we go.
And Greg Bergman said, it's an open mic. And Beto didn't stop.
I tried to stop you, Beto. I was saying, live mic, Beto. Live mic, Beto.
I didn't say anything bad.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. See, you got to do.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, and you know what? And then Bergman too. Yeah, and then calling me. No.
Yeah.
Is that what you want me to do? No, I didn't rip anything.
See, this was the problem is I put me and Beto on to our video feed.
Right.
And I didn't
mute
the mics.
Yeah. No, it's your fault, Kathy.
And so, I guess. And then I went to go mute the mics, and Beto and I are sitting here having a little
Beto had
combo.
already ripped Greg, apparently.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, ripped him.
You know what? It was a matter of time before a hot mic got one of us this week. So last week it was Geeter. Today it's me. But yeah.
At least it wasn't Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? Like you made fun of. Could be worse. Monica McNutt was having to apologize to Swifties for like a week.
That's right. Yes. It took me a
understand.
second to figure that out. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I got it.
I like how you forget the part where I was praising Bergman too.
Right.
Well, I only get the briefing memo. I didn't hear it. So this was the hook I was given.
No. So what I heard, Beto, and if you were praising me, then I did not hear that part. But what I heard was saying that I called you, which I did, and we had a nice conversation. It was a good conversation. And then you were like, the thing that I didn't say was, that takes away from you, guy.
And the guy is Cappy or you?
For me.
Oh,
yeah, right.
For me, which I'm here to talk about the Dodgers and fill in little gaps. You are the Lakers pre, half, and post show host. I feel like you should have more say in those
if I was on the
conversations.
show, but yesterday I was just a live studio audience. I felt like I won a
So today,
prize.
are you on the show or are you just live studio audience?
Good question.
At 7:45, I'm going to be doing the.
Okay.
And then and I'm just hanging out right now. Then
So today you're just studio audience until 7:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hanging out.
All right.
I came to get some gourmet coffee from Cappy, bro. That's it.
That takes away
Listen,
from
I
you,
stopped
guy.
at a 7-Eleven in Montebello today, so my day is off to a great
I saw
start.
that. And you know what? In the Cappy's neighborhood, there is no 7-Eleven. Now I understand the Walmart drop. There's nothing in this neighborhood.
But I corrected you. There is a 7-Eleven with, by the way, probably the most valuable piece of real estate, like oceanfront real estate you'll ever see. And there's a full, gigantic, massive 7-Eleven. By the way, they got the best gas prices in town, too.
All right.
Really good.
Now let's get to top of the hour integrity.
I'm Team
Because
Bergman, you know that.
this
I'm Team
morning,
Berg.
so when I say top of the hour integrity, Beto, that's where I
Yeah,
go.
it sounds like if
Well, that
anything, he
means
was
you-
looking
that
after
means-
you. Like he didn't want to steal your airtime.
That's right.
I don't know.
That's exactly what he said.
I didn't
That's
hear
exactly what he was saying.
Bergman had a different report to start the show.
No,
Come on, Bergie.
I appreciate that, but you guys are the hosts. I just fill in gaps in places that
All
I feel
right.
like I can.
Well, one day you'll be the host. Don't worry. Here's the thing. This morning at
don't worry, Berg.
2:45 a.m., you know what I did?
Tell
I
us.
woke up. I had a cup of coffee. I said, Otis,
2:45.
Otis the bunny, guess what we're going to do? We're going to
Go for a
watch
walk?
back NBA Today from yesterday when Sedano, Ramona Shelburne, even Sean Farnham made an appearance, and we're going to pull some sound.
Farnham and McMiniman were the best parts of the show yesterday.
I didn't cut up the Farnham sound. I didn't think we'd use it. But
Well, the Lakers. I mean, he had a good thing for the Lakers draft. It was good.
all right, well, we'll play it Monday. But we do have McMiniman and Bobby Marks who were on the show. So what an episode it was. It was a good episode. Now, how did you feel working with Momo, Shirana?
I felt fine. I've worked with Momo a million times, including twice this week.
Okay.
Is there an issue?
I don't know. Because
I
she
don't
was
know.
supposed
Say
to come.
something-
She was
Did she
supposed
say
to come to
something
the
about Bergen?
station.
Did she call him Guy?
Usually when you say guy, okay, let's move on.
Well,
to
actually, if anything, Momo saved me because later in the show we were doing like 3 straight WNBA highlights, and one of the I don't want to call anyone out. So like basically one of the PAs gave me the shot sheets in the wrong order. So when the first highlight was not the highlight I started to read, and then she goes, "No, that's Asia Wilson," and I was like, "Oh, okay, different shot sheet." And then I rolled to the right one, and then finished the highlight.
Now, let me ask you something. For people that heard the show yesterday, did you get mad with them?
Not at
the
all.
same fever that you would Bergie or myself?
No, because that never happened on that
okay,
show.
okay.
And this young man who does that literally is one of the like most buttoned up producers ever anyone can make. So he came to me and apologized in the break, and I said, "Dude, bleep happens. It's okay. You're good."
All right.
Does that happen here?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a level of patience here, but I think what happens here is that it happens more frequently than it would ever happen there. I think the ramifications also on television are a lot different, it feels like, than they are here.
Yeah, we can get away with it here. We can
It
make
feels
a mistake.
like it, yeah.
Yeah. I understand. So Chris, your whole start this morning was that Beto is a bad guy, and he talked a lot of crap.
I didn't
on
say
Bergie.
Beto was a bad guy. I just was the report that was given to me is, Bergie Beto got caught on a hot mic ripping Bergie. I
Bergie,
said,
you wanna know
okay,
the funniest
I
thing?
said, let's run with that. Let's start the show there.
The
thing
Beto
is-
files?
Yeah, right.
Hey, there we go.
Bergie, at 6:55 a.m., I clicked into the Switcher Studios, which is how we all do our video. And I clicked into my computer. I clicked into Beto's, and I went, oh, wait a second, because Bergie could still be on. And you guys were kind of wrapping up. And I'm like, okay, I think we kind of came in at the right time because I could hear Chris doing the promo, leading in. Like, is Sedano going to be fired up this morning? Whose ass is he going to chew out today? That
I didn't
kind of
say
thing.
whose ass was he going to chew out.
Yeah, I don't believe that phrase was used.
Because, see, Sedano was already connected, so he heard my 55 promo.
Oh,
Yeah.
so when I
was connected at 53.
Sort of exaggerate the.
I didn't exaggerate anything. By the way, I tagged Beto this morning in 2 stories.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm with Beto.
You are? Oh, so you're on
walked
Team Beto.
I walked in. Bergie goes, oh, Beto was on a live mic ripping me. I said, oh, that's amazing. Let's start there.
No, yeah, I was ripping him.
No, you were not
Yeah,
ripping him.
Yeah, I was.
You were not ripping him.
I was ripping. I said, this guy works too hard.
You did say that. You did say he works a lot.
I said, damn, the blue review at 6:30.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
I said that.
You did say that.
That's
You
too
did say
early,
that.
bro.
You did say, hey.
And then I
don't-
did walk to the YouTube room with Sweet Timmy, Timothy Johnson, who's running it with Chloe the intern. By the way, Chloe the intern might host the 9:30 segment this
All
morning.
right, Chloe, the Chloe maiden voyage.
Yeah, but I said to Timmy, why you do Beto like that? Why didn't you cut him off? And Timmy just laughed, and I said, all right.
That's it. He just gave a laugh, huh?
Yeah.
Tim knows, bro.
Yeah, he does know.
All right, so
doesn't he?
let me put the
Not so
context.
sweet Timmy anymore. There
So
you go.
Bergman called me yesterday and said, hey, how come you didn't contribute more to the show yesterday? And I
Just
said,
for the record, Sedano, I said 3 minutes ago, top of the hour integrity, and now we're back here. So it's not on me
No,
anymore.
let's just finish this off.
All right.
I don't. Oh, okay.
No, just finish. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, let me finish. So he said you should have contributed more yesterday. I said, well, I wasn't actually on the show. I'm a big fan of the show, big supporter of the show. I rarely get to listen to the 7 o'clock hour, so I was in the area, hung out with Cap, and I was ready to leave. And Cap's like, no, just hang out. And I was like, okay, I have nothing to do till 10. So yeah, I hung out. So Bergman's like, you should have contributed more yesterday. And Greg, I'm not throwing you under the bus yesterday because we had a good conversation.
Yeah.
And I said, no, because Sedano was on fire. You should talk more. Cap should talk more. And there's, as Morales has taught us, there's too many voices at one time. And I know how I get. I start talking over people. So I lay back because I wasn't actually part of the show yesterday.
But I feel like I'm going to make a statement here. George, tell me if you back me up on this. Mm-hmm. When you, Beto, are in front of a microphone around us, we consider you part of the show.
Agreed.
You are familiar.
And Bergman reinforced that yesterday, and I did tell Bergman this. Thank you, Greg. That means a lot.
Yeah,
because I want to respect the show because it's your show. You know, can I talk? It's your show. And then I also want to know that, hey, I don't want to just be the guy coming in like Kramer and then popping in, popping off, because I know I can pop off. But yesterday's conversation was so good, and the nuance of it, of what Sedano was going after and Bergman was saying afterwards, it was like, why add another voice that doesn't need to be heard just to be a smartass about it?
Let me tell you guys something. I understand both sides of this. I get it. Like, I mean, I think that, you know, Cappy's right and Bergman's right in the sense of, like, you know, you have carte blanche here. I mean, I do appreciate you picking your spots, though. Like, I think that is something that most people don't take into consideration. But yeah, I mean, I think you have decent sensibilities, right? Like, you have good sensibilities. Like, you
decent, not good, decent.
Will say this though. Yesterday,
I mean, will you stop being such a freak face?
No,
like,
I agree. They're only decent. They're not good.
I almost actually said the real word. So,
I mean, like, Cappy, you are a freak face, but that's part of your charm.
Oh my goodness,
Right.
this Friday's out of control.
But I'm going to tell you something, George. Let me tell you about what Beto did yesterday that you don't even know. So we're talking about all these, you know, potential opportunities for the Lakers. What players might the Lakers go after? Yeah. And the same stuff you guys were talking about yesterday on NBA Today about a Walker Kessler or a Jalen Duren, you know, those kinds of guys. And we're talking about restricted free agent possibilities for the Lakers. And at the commercial break yesterday, Beto says to me, listen, he goes, from a restricted free agent perspective of a Jalen Duren as an example, you know, if he's offered, let's just say $175 million, I'm using round numbers, to the Lakers, well, if he goes back to the Pistons have a chance to match that because he's a restricted free agent. So Beto's telling me this, and I'm saying to him off air, Beto, jump in and let's have that part of the conversation.
Yeah,
and
we talked about it.
Right, but he is a selfless teammate, and he's like, no, man, I'm telling you that we're having a conversation about this, and you should actually say it. I'm like, going, no, you say it. Like, because he is the pre-half and post-game host of the Lakers, which is, I think, what Bergman's point was.
Yeah, that was Bergman's point. I made a good point.
Right. Bergman's point was, hey, listen, people know you from these Laker broadcasts. You've got a strong opinion. You've got a lot of knowledge. Mm-hmm. And he was giving me information that I was like, no, man, you do it. Yeah. You know? So
now, are you saying that was information you weren't aware of?
I'm saying that was
it was
information.
The details. Like, I don't think he knew that Duren could be matched, and
well, I just
he could get the extra year.
Only
stuff like that.
and not because I wouldn't want Better to do it, but only because I literally might have said that 16 times yesterday. And if you didn't pick that up one of those 16 times, I think that's hilarious.
No, that was early on. And also the Peyton Watson, like how they might get into the second apron kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was early on in the conversation. I was trying to feed. I was producing from South,
but I didn't want him to produce. I wanted him to host.
Well, sometimes you need a producer.
Yeah. Well.
And then that was also during the part. Berg, go back to tie it up with the Berg part. That's when also you and Berg were going back and forth. I was like, hey, let me lay out. Let the guy have his moment.
That was when Berg was going, well, hey, and another thing. And then so I was going, wait, and don't, you quiet. I'm not done with you yet.
I didn't want to get yelled at. Que no me regañen. I don't want that either.
Right. And then I now have, George, just so you know, I now have this right here. This is the white towel, okay? See this white towel right here? This white towel is when you get upset and you start talking to a point where we're like, okay, nobody's getting another word in here. He knows what he's talking about. We don't. He's this right here, this is the white towel. And from the corner of the ring, when it's over and there's no going back, I toss the white towel. Yeah. That's it. It's over.
Like Apollo.
Can you also take some of your old socks, Cappy, and just bring them in there, like, and have when you have your conversations with yourself?
You mean
puppets? You have your puppets.
Oh, you want me to have puppets?
I didn't know if that was another kind of joke. I didn't know which way that was going.
I didn't know what you wanted me to do with those socks, Bergie. I've seen some weird stuff happen.
So you're saying you want to be Duke in Rocky?
Yes, I'm going to say that's right. When it's time to throw in the white towel and no one is going to win and no one's getting a word in, and that's it. We throw in the white towel going forward. That's it.
7:15 in the morning. Do it this weekend. You know what you can do in 15 minutes? Go to see our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. Go this weekend. Get that lube job for Dad for Father's Day weekend. Now, I got a couple more wacky things that we could do here, Sedano, or we could get into Lakers. What do you want to do?
I think we should get into the newest portion of this, which is Luka Doncic doing an interview with the Spanish newspaper Barca. Barca. So it was translated by Lakers Nation. I don't know if they put a sided poll at the end of that particular story, but they might have.
Should. I mean, I've got sided polls all over Lakers Nation.
That's why I'm saying. Yeah.
Reach out to Barca.
Yeah,
I should.
You should go to Barca. Yeah, Cappy, I'm going to be there in a few months. If you want, next month, if you want, I can pitch them a meeting with you.
Do not goof around here. I'm going to send you as my representative, and I want you to hablar en español. Okay,
hablar
that too, and I want you to go in there and represent me, George. I've got total faith in you, man. You're going to bring home a deal.
Yeah. So Luka was asked about what he thought of last season, and the quote was, "Well, I think it's bad. Whenever you don't win, it's a bad season. So if you don't win, it's not a good one." That is the biggest takeaway from that particular story. I have not read the actual Spanish translation, the actual Spanish interview yet, which I probably should, because I'm sure there's other things in there that Lakers Nation may or may not have figured out or found out. But
it's Barca, George, the newspaper?
Yeah.
I'm looking for it right now.
But yeah, look, that's where he's at. And I think that the commentary from Dave McMenamin's story yesterday, which also said that, hey, summer of 26, we're looking forward to summer of 26 now. That's what they've been telling us since we got here a year and a half ago. I think Luka's ready. Like, this is very much a huge offseason for the Los Angeles Lakers. I would make the case this is the biggest offseason since they traded for Anthony Davis, or maybe LeBron came. That's probably as far back as you have to go. So you're going back 7 years.
Yeah. 2018-ish. Sound about right?
Anthony Davis was the following offseason, so it was 19. But 18 or 19, either one. You make your case.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing about Luka, you got to imagine where his head's at is, this season was a big failure. And somebody might say to Luka, well, why was it a big failure? You scored over 30 points per game. You were all NBA.
He's done that before.
Yeah, you had a great year, Luka. And Luka would look at you and go, yeah, I did have a really good year until I got hurt in early April. And then I couldn't help my team anymore after we were on this historic run in the month of March. And then not only could I not help my team, then I found myself trying to get back and watching my team and watching my teammate who come back in 30 days. And there was not one thing that I could do to help my team. So I sat there helpless, watching them get steamrolled and motorboated. That's a new phrase that he's probably just picked up in his vernacular. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And watched my team get motorboated by Oklahoma City, and I sat there helpless. There was nothing I can do. And somebody might say to Luka, but, listen, man, all things considered, I mean, it's a pretty solid season for the Lakers. No, it's trash. It sucks. You either win or you don't. The Knicks had a great year. Everybody else did not. And Giannis may think, well, it's not the failure, Eric. Well, it is a failure. When you don't win, that's what it is. That's why you go back to the drawing board. That's why you work hard in the offseason. Not satisfied. Hungry. I want to win. And that's what Luka thinks. I like that.
And it wasn't in Barca or Barca. It was
Marca. Madrid newspaper. It's big, like the LA Times out there, Cap. I just sent you the English version. Marca translated for you.
I'll read it in Spanish if you want, Cap.
Yes,
you can read it in English.
Yeah,
let's do this.
How about I read it in Spanish?
No.
My Spanish.
We don't need the problem.
Well, it's also from Spain. Their Spanish is a little bit different.
Yes, it is different.
Right. Let's sit down. Why not?
I mean, look, ultimately,
interesting stuff though, George. What he says.
Yeah. He basically says, much like here in Madrid with the Lakers, you got to always win, and that's it. There's winning and there's misery. Okay, that's it. That's a phrase Pat Riley coined when he was with the Lakers: winning or misery. So that's it. And Luka has adopted that same mantra.
Yeah, he was asked, what kind of players alongside do you think maximize your potential? I always need shooters around me because they usually double team me a lot, so I think I need shooters. and some centers who jump a lot and can block shots. This article is from 3 days ago, so it's finally coming to the United States.
Yeah. So
Cappy.
Yeah, listen, he got one last year. They got one shooter for him, and then that guy's a really good shooter. And guess what? He don't shoot enough. So they got one guy, and there was a part yesterday during NBA Today. George, I don't know if you saw it or not yesterday.
No.
But where
you're just joining us, that's a funny joke because Sedano hosted NBA Today.
Right. Thank you, Chris.
Well, we got a vocal font.
I know we do. I think that there was a part where Ramona tried to make a joke about how Luka wants an A-list center, and she tried to make a joke about DeAndre Ayton. He's not.
Well, I don't think she tried to make a joke. She just asked the question.
Oh, the way I heard it was like,
is that when Sedano did the big laugh? Because we do have that cut up.
Tell Luka to leave JD alone.
That was a big Sedano laugh. He doesn't give us that kind of laugh here.
No, rarely. Although we did get him earlier this week. I got him good on Wednesday. I don't remember what I said, but it was late in the show, and he lost it. Like where milk was coming out of his nose. Yeah, I milked him.
Yeah, she asked about DeAndre Ayton, and Dave kindly was like, well, the fact that they're still asking for an A-list center kind of speaks volumes.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So, yeah, get that kid an A-list center.
I'm sure Peter Acevedo's crying somewhere.
Hey, Senpai, let's play the sound when David McMiniman does say Luka wants an A-list center. That was from yesterday on NBA Today.
Luka, even though he's overseas in Slovenia right now, he has been in constant communication with Rob Pelinka and J.J. Redick. And the initial, as we alluded to, the initial kind of message that Luka gave to the Lakers is get me an A-list center. And we'll see who fits that bill. Those are the two top restricted free agents we're talking about, Walker Kessler, and certainly Jalen Duren, an all-star who had the best year of his career. But if that's not possible, where do you look to? What becomes A-list?
Are you also saying dominating is not A-list?
Well, I would say that based on my reporting, if Luka is still asking for an A-list center,
that kind of says everything.
It says that he's not asking for the guy that was the center.
Yeah,
was that the joke that you were trying to put there, Cappy?
Yes, she was like, wait, you're saying that dominating isn't an A-list center? And Dave's like, Dave's like, based on my reporting, answer negative. Yeah, and then George even did the interpretation for Ramona. No, I'd say that, pretty well said. He's not an A-list center. No, sir.
All right, 7:23 on a Friday. A feel-good Friday. We'll get to Dodgers baseball, burgers, three things. Plus, we'll recap Korea and Mexico yesterday at 7:45.
What a game.
What a game.
Great
I mean,
match.
I got mad again when the time had elapsed, and Stephanie's like, no, they're adding time. I'm like, I don't know what that means. But we'll do that.
I don't know what that means. They're adding time. There was
don't
injury
know.
time,
Why?
timeouts,
That's
and
his
water
bit.
breaks.
Injury time.
I was so annoyed because I'm like, yeah, Mexico won. She's like, it's not over. I'm like, what do you mean? No, they're adding 6 minutes. I'm like, oh, God. But let's talk. By the way, if you're saying, oh, God, because your business got no money, sucker, you got to call our friends or just look them up at cardiff.co/ESPNLA. Let's talk about it, Cappy.
Yeah, let's do that. So, look, you are a small business owner, and about 70%, maybe even a little bit more, of small business owners are actively looking for more capital. And the reason is because you got a lot of things you need to do as a small business operator, and the one thing that's holding you back more often than not is you just need some money, right?
So if you're going, Maron, I need some capital, what should you do next?
Well, I'll tell you what you should not do. Let's start with that. Do not plan on walking into your local bank where you have your bank accounts. They're not there to help you, okay? There's too much red tape. There's too much paperwork. It's not going to happen. If you need $500,000 in business funding and you need it today, you can get it from Cardiff. That's what you do. You go to Cardiff, CARDIFF, cardiff.co/ESPNLA. You could be looking at $500,000 in your business bank account today.
Now, listen, people could be listening thinking, are these guys at Cardiff Skivozos?
It's Skivoso.
No, there ain't not. There are no Skivozos over there.
sir.
They've been doing this for a long time, right, Cappy?
20 years plus. They have lent over $12 billion nationwide, and all of it emanates right here in Southern California.
And they've been around the block, Jack. They know Southern California. They know how to help you.
Yeah, and they've got this expertise so that they can get you approved in minutes. So you go to Cardiff, CARDIFF, cardiff.co/ESPNLA. You fill out that application in under 5 minutes. It does not hit your personal credit score at all, so don't worry about that. And in under 5 minutes, you can apply for $500,000 in same-day business funding.
Cappy, people are going, ooh, that sounds nice on a Friday, especially heading into Father's Day weekend.
Yep.
How do you qualify?
It's pretty simple, actually. If you've been in business for a year, if you have $20,000 or more in monthly revenues, you could be eligible for $500,000 in business funding, and it could be in your bank account today. How's that feel?
Cardiff.co/ESPNLA. Cardiff, CARDIFF.co/ESPNLA. Right, Cappy?
That's exactly right. Listen, I know these guys. I've known them for a long time, and I'm a small business operator just like you guys are. So if you need more equipment, you need money for payroll, you need money for expansion, Cardiff, CARDIFF, Cardiff.co/ESPNLA. You'll apply in under 5 minutes, and you could have $500,000 in your business bank account today if you're eligible.
Thank you, Cappy. We talk Dodgers baseball with Bergie 3 minutes from right now.
Today, we celebrate freedom. Celebrating Juneteenth. We recognize and reflect today. 710 ESPN. We are all one voice.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, it's Cap. It's summer, and you know what goes great with summer? You guessed it, ice cold Coors Light. Here in Southern California, when that SoCal sun is shining, one thing is pretty clear. We don't just love beer. We love ice cold, crack that frosty can open, super refreshing beer. That's why the Coors Light mountains turn blue, to tell you when your beer is as cold as the Rockies. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Yeah, we're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Hi, this is Sam Pines, partner at Good Karma Brands in ESPN LA. You're starting your day with Sedano and Kap. And Sedano, just to be clear, when we made those changes to the app, it wasn't to sabotage the show. I just knew you'd yell at Morales. And let's be honest, that's great radio. Also, serious question. If I get unsighted, can I join Phi Beta Kappa? Carry on, guys.
We talk Dodgers baseball with Gregory Arthur Bergman. He hosts the Blue Review presented by LAX with Marcus Grant, him and Marcus each weekday on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Dodgers get ready for the Father's Day weekend against the Orioles. I'll be there tonight for Mookie Betts bobblehead night. Nice. Tomorrow night, Shaq bobblehead night. But Cappy, I'm sitting Loge again. You know what that means.
Let me get that bobblehead.
Thank you.
Let me get that Dodger dog.
First of all, we got to get there 2 hours ahead just to get that bobblehead because I think it's sold out.
Right.
And then we're hitting that taco stand, the one you and I went to.
Don't do that.
No, I'm
do not do that.
Because of the blue corn?
Yeah. So, you know what? Chris and I go to this Dodger game earlier this season, and we get this plate of 6 carne asada tacos.
Seven, actually.
But they should have 9. But the tortilla is blue. So I'm looking at it, and I'm going, sometimes you have, like, chips that are blue or brown or, whatever. Like, and
it's blue corn, but this one wasn't necessarily blue corn.
Right. It was just all food coloring, right? So we go ahead and I go, Chris, I don't know, man. I don't know if we should eat this because I think it's going to, like, really color our insides, right? The next day, I am still evacuating blue, okay?
I'm sorry, Bergie.
And it's just... Wow. It's just not something you should put in your body. That's all.
Well, I'll be putting it in my body tonight.
Yeah.
Do it, baby. Do it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the blue and enjoy the blue on the field.
Yeah.
So,
and enjoy the blue tomorrow morning.
Right. Yes, exactly. All that. So no game last night, but, they are playing the Orioles tonight, and Roki Sasaki is on the mound. But I want to do this a little bit differently because I've been trying to go through it in my head over and over again about the trade deadline comes up at the end of July. I know it's a little ways away, but even so, where is the position of need on this team? I don't think it's the pitching staff, which that includes Turk Skubal. It's not the bullpen because now you're going to get Evan Phillips and Brock Stewart coming back pretty soon, and they're pitching well again. I don't think it's anywhere in the outfield. I don't think it's really the infield. It's not catcher. Where do you, and I'll start with you, Sedano, where do you think the position of need on this team is right now?
I feel like they always could use a little extra outfield depth. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like another guy that you could. I mean, I guess. Well, Tommy Edmonds coming back, so that really
he's back.
Yeah, or right, he is back. Right, so like he's already kind of like your utility guy. I don't know, man. Like the bullpen is pitching much better again. They don't have like a legit week, maybe like a better backup catcher.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's Dalton Rushing, though. As a backup catcher, can you really get much better than Dalton Rushing? You have Will Smith starting every game.
I mean, I guess.
Well,
I don't know. Like, Dalton Rushing's still pretty young. Like maybe a more veteran guy. Like just to have a – I know they picked up the guy we were talking about, Robinson, yesterday from the Angels. Yeah. And, like, I don't know. Maybe, like – I mean, listen, man, the answer is no. Like, there is nothing. Like, I'm trying to, like – split hairs here.
Right. Like, is it second base? Like, would you want to? I mean, you have Alex Freeland, you have Miguel Rojas, and you have Tommy Edman that all play second base.
No, I feel fine at second base with 3 guys. You know what I mean? Like, I like Alex Freeland. Yeah. I think that Alex Freeland can be good. If you look at his minor league stints, he's a very patient hitter, which fits in what they like to do. I know that at times that hasn't happened at the major league level, but I don't think they have a ton. They don't have any real issues. I guess you could always have more bullpen, like because bullpens are volatile. We've seen it already this season. Like if I was trading for something at the deadline, maybe I'd add another arm in the bullpen. Like that's probably the only thing.
So I agree with you.
Never have enough of those.
You can never have enough of those. But if you look at who they have right now, at some point, pretty soon, Brock Stewart and Evan Phillips are coming back, which means you're going to have to lose 2 of the guys that are in there right now, like an Edgardo Henriquez and a Kyle Hurt. Those 2 guys could possibly move down for him. And then when Edwin Diaz comes back, another guy has to leave, and maybe that's Blake Trinan. Who knows? Like, they're already so full up and at every single position. I can't find where the need is. People have been talking about Luis Arias at second base and Gleyber Torres, but they're not as good defensively as the dudes that you have now. No. And you won the last 2 World Series because of your defense.
Yeah, Bergie, so you're asking a question. What do the Dodgers need? Right? That's your question.
Correct.
And the answer, truthfully, is they don't need anything.
Well, what if Edwin Diaz is not available?
Well,
let's just say, for argument's sake, he's not available the rest of the season for some reason,
so
right? Do you go after an Aroldis Chapman?
You could, or you just stick with Tanner Scott, who's having a good year.
Right, but do you trust Tanner Scott?
I don't know if I trust him.
In a high-leverage situation.
I don't know. I don't know why you would.
I do. What? Because he had a bad year last year. The year before, he was great, and he's been great so far this year. And the year before that, he was great, too. Yeah. So he's been very good this year. He's had a couple of bad outings, but for the most part, he's been very good in that position, and he looked good against Tampa Bay, who's a good team that you're going to see a lot of teams like that. We talked about the Brewers and the Rays.
Regular season versus postseason pressure. I'm going to go back to what you asked, Bergie, which is
I
what
think
do they need?
I think a corner, another outfielder to be in the rotation and another arm in the pen. Like that's if you can get an upgrade in any of those places, even as a backup situation for an outfielder, which would be the case because if Teoscar's healthy, which we assume he will be sooner rather than later, then you'll be fine. But yeah, like I just think outfield depth is always something you want, and bullpen depth is something you want.
So you want basically another Alex Call.
Well, Berg, yesterday. Oh, sorry.
If you can find an upgrade over him, go ahead, Beto. Sorry.
Yesterday, Berg. I don't know where you said that. I forget, but you were talking about certain players in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
And they can't get called up because the Dodgers are right now loaded, and these guys in the AA, AAA, they would be starting for the Angels or any other major league team. I forget where you said this, but it was a good point because right now you're talking about what they need, and they're so loaded in the system that they could call those guys up, but they're not able to because they're blocked right now.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
think about
no
it,
need.
Cappy, think about, I just want to answer what Beto was saying. So those guys are Josue DePaulo, who's the number one prospect for the Dodgers in AA. Then you have Zach Earhart, James Tibbs, Alec Thomas, and I'm missing one in AAA, but Ryan Ward is still there. So you have all of these guys that Josue DePaula is blocked from AAA because it's so full up in AAA in the outfield, and all those guys in AAA are blocked in the major leagues because it's so full up with major league outfielders.
Right.
So you have all of this that you can move at the deadline if you needed to.
My only point is, it just goes back to your question. What do they need? And the answer is they don't need anything because of the number. But here's what I would say to you, though, Berg. If I were Andrew Friedman and I were looking to make one move at the trade deadline, if you said you could just make one move, I would always go for starting pitching because you just never know. Is Tyler Glasnow ever going to be back, and is he going to be right? Frankly, is Blake Snell going to come back, and is he going to be what we've seen of him in the past? Right. And so the thing is, for me, I'm just saying this. I don't think they need anything per se, but if I were going to go make a move, and it doesn't even have to be at the Terrence Skubal level. It doesn't have to be going after a full number one ace type guy. I'm just saying another starting pitcher is a nice thing to have on your team.
Totally agree, and it's always nice to have as much starting pitching, but look what you have right now. Yamamoto, Shohei, Snell, Glasnow, Wroblewski, Sheehan, Roki, and then in the minor leagues you have River Ryan, who is just itching to get up here to pitch. And then also Gavin Stone is going to come back. And at one point, last year, the year before, he was one of the best pitchers you actually had. So you're so full up there, too, as much as it sounds like, yeah, of course you need more starting pitching. You kind of don't.
You don't need it. No. You don't. Again, there's a question you're asking. Need. The word is need. The answer is
they don't need
zero.
anything.
They need nothing.
Yeah. But
they need
you're
nothing.
going to make improvements if you feel like it's necessary.
Right.
And by the way, over the next 5 weeks, things can change drastically.
Absolutely.
Berg, I got an example for you. You're talking about this minor league, how stacked they are. So 2 years ago, the Dodgers had a prospect named Brandon Lewis who went to Alamany. I know the kid from Granada Hills. Shout out to the 818. He was raking in AA. Dodgers released him. He went to Indie Ball, and the Phillies just signed him to a minor league contract. And the Phillies are a damn good team. Yeah. So they're signing guys that the Dodgers are letting go. The embarrassment of riches that they have.
Yeah, the only thing that they don't have right now in the minor league system is a plethora of catchers because they traded all of them away.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. Backup catchers. Ooh, we're missing up on the backup catchers.
Backup to the backup.
Hey, that's the second time this week you have broken out the word plethora, and a nice job by you.
Thank you.
Plethora.
I appreciate that.
Very, very nice job. It's a good word.
I mean, we don't have to go through all three things. I think that was more of an important conversation. I wanted everyone to be involved in it.
Here, before you do your third thing real quick, let me read this. Join Beto Duran. You're hearing him now next Thursday, June 25th. I'm Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for this summer's biggest football watch party experience. Experience nonstop game day energy, drink specials, surprise giveaways, plus incredible food like the fire-grilled asada tacos, quesadilla, ceviches, and churros, especially the big ones. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. Cappy, I'm going to be there next Thursday with Beto. You going to be?
Are you really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, let's go, because it's been party down there. If you follow the Mercado.
Maybe Cambone will come and we could share a churro again.
He's coming. He heard the Cambone signal.
Put Cambone on the air and give him 5 minutes to do stand-up. No, you guys don't like that idea, huh?
All right, Bergie, your third thing. Go ahead.
It's just that they're playing the Orioles this weekend, and the Orioles have not been very good this year. They're hovering right around 500 or a little bit below. Not playing very well. They're back here at Dodger Stadium. You're going to go see the Mookie Betts bobblehead. Are you going to break the Mookie Betts bobblehead?
No.
Okay, because you were talking a little bit about
earlier
it.
in the week. I was thinking about it, but these tickets weren't cheap. So I might as well get that bobblehead, man.
Yeah, right. And then you throw down $100 of tacos. Parking.
By the way, the taco platter is maybe the best deal in the ballpark. It's like $30. You get 7 tacos.
Yeah.
Now, I know if you were to say out on the streets, that's not a great deal. But at Dodger Stadium, for the quality you get, that's a good deal.
That's one beer.
Stephanie and I could share that. That'll be our dinner.
All right, so Sedano, of the 3 guys that are really struggling right now, and I might actually add in Andy Pages, which is, I know, blasphemous to say. Over the last month, his numbers have dropped considerably. But of the 3 guys between Will Smith, Mookie Betts, and Kyle Tucker, who do you think is the most likely to turn everything around? Okay, or Cappy.
Wait, no, I'm thinking.
Wait a second.
I didn't know what was happening.
Guy's giving some thought. This guy's a thoughtful guy.
Wow, I thought Sedano went down again.
My God, 1.5 seconds. I mean, give this kid a chance.
Oh, that's going to come back to haunt you, Bergie.
No, I was looking on YouTube. It was a picture of me, so I couldn't actually see.
Come on,
Oh,
guy.
now you're ripping YouTube, guy?
No, I'm not.
Wow, come on, guy.
Timmy's taking strays.
Wow, you started with Beto today? I mean, man.
Come on,
you're just unloading the chamber on a Friday.
Who do you think, Sedano?
Attaboy, Berg.
Come on, guy.
Who do you think, Sedano?
I feel like they're all just going to be fine, if we're being honest. Like, I think that, again, to me, with Mookie and Smith, it's more about just like, hey, are they going to be healthy, and can they build off of good health, right? And I think with Tucker, it's just acclimating to a new environment, and I think that, he'll be fine too. Like, I don't have any worries about either or any of those guys for that matter.
I would say to you that when Will Smith is fully healthy, I would say that of the 3 that you're giving me the option of, you're saying, hey, just pick one. I would take Will Smith. I think Mookie, he's back, he's healthy, he's working his way into it. Tucker, to George's point, it's an acclimation issue, perhaps. I've said to you guys, I'm not impressed with his range. I'm not impressed with his speed. And I do measure somebody's, their success based on what you're getting paid. If you're Austin Reeves and you get paid $14 million, everybody's like, well, you're worth a lot more. If Austin Reeves is making $40 million, we'll judge him slightly differently. We're judging Kyle Tucker on a $60 million contract, and really he's not been a guy that has sparked anything, in my opinion. So for me, I'll take my answer for you, Bergie. Will Smith will be the guy that will turn it all around.
What about you, Beto?
I'm on the Will Smith side because Pages, wow, he's going to get even better. And then Mookie's also on the back 9, right, of his career. He is what he is. He's going to be fine. He's just not going to be the elite MVP guy anymore. But Mookie's better than what their other options, so he's going to figure it out. He'll be all right. But I think Will Smith is the one for me, Cap.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Will Smith is my pick for all of that. But Mookie is – we just can't look at Mookie Betts as Mookie Betts anymore.
Correct.
He's a great a defensive shortstop at this point, and whatever offense he can give you, he is.
I mean, other than when
he's a perfect game the other day.
One play.
One play.
Now you want me to break that bobblehead again.
Did you see the play that he made to his left behind?
Yes, and it was a brilliant play.
Yeah,
it was a brilliant
play.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
the
fantastic.
fact that you're nitpicking one play tells you
well,
how
I mean,
good
it
he
blew
is.
up a perfect game.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like it just happened in a random game,
We
It
haven't
was
had a perfect game for the Dodgers since 65.
There's only been 23 ever.
Well, you hear that? 65.
Sandy Koufax.
Wow.
See, there's a historian for you right there.
Morales is the oldest on the show.
He looks the oldest.
I do.
Yeah.
All right, 3 things.
All right. Watch the Blue Review Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Presented by LAX with Marcus Grant and Gregory Arthur Bergman. It is a Feel Good Friday. Coming up next in about 3 minutes, Beto will break down Mexico-Korea, the World Cup last night. But right now, I hold up this man's beautiful face. A man who doesn't look old like me. The great Jacob Emrani.
Yeah, and look, Friday rolls around. You're walking in the neighborhood, dropping something off, maybe heading to a friend's place, and a dog comes out of nowhere, and then snap!
Bam!
You get bit.
Snap,
Oh,
bam!
man. That sucks because it's scary, right?
Who was that?
That was Sedano's dog sound.
Oh, I
that was
like
good
that.
dog.
That was good.
dog. He does birds. He does dogs. He does them all. It's scary when a dog comes out and bites you, and it hurts like a mofo. And then things can get complicated real fast because a dog bite means probably stitches, infection risk, nerve damage, scars, and a property owner or an insurance company trying to downplay, George, the entire situation.
Yeah, and if you were attacked by a dog or injured because someone failed to control their animal, call Jacob at 800-345-6789. Jacob and Ronnie and his team can look at details, explain your options, and help you deal with the insurance side of it, Kathy.
The consultation is free. You can get a no-obligation case review. And as I always try and remind everybody, don't stress money because there's no fee unless Jacob wins, George.
Yep, don't brush it off just because someone you know is the owner or feel awkward about making a claim. Call Jacob at 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Or go online at calljacob.com.
Thank you, Sedano. 7:47 on a Feel Good Friday. Coming up next, 3 minutes from now, Beto talks World Cup. Plus, Geeter McGee, Chris McGee at 8:05. Right now, though, you gearheads.
Bark like a big dog.
Yeah, bark like a big dog. Especially if you're a gearhead.
How about a little dog?
How about a kitty cat? Like Funchy. Talking about his kitty cat in the YouTube chat.
Oh, Funchy's there?
Oh, yeah. He's getting ready to do his YouTube chat at the end of the show.
I got some notes going and everything.
60 seconds
Funchy,
YouTube
you
chat.
ready for nap time soon?
Just get into the YouTube chat. Just see what he's writing in there.
Don't see what he's writing.
Now, Funchy, do you treat the YouTube chat people like you do the callers when they call into the post-game show for the Lakers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's talking about
Those
pop-pops, kitty cats. It's all over the place.
He's describing his kitty cat in the YouTube chat.
No.
Okay, Gearheads, Father's Day weekend is here. Let's talk a little NASCAR.
Hey, it's Chris Morales on ESPN LA, and it's time for your Hard Rock Casino Tajon Pit Pass. Pit Pass. Denny Hamlin continued his dominant summer run last weekend, winning the Great American Getaway 400 at Pocono Raceway. The victory marked Hamlin's third straight NASCAR Cup Series win and added even more momentum to an already impressive season. Now, NASCAR heads west for a first-of-its-kind event in San Diego. The Cup Series will make history, racing on a street course surrounding Naval Base Coronado, bringing stock cars to Southern California in one of the most anticipated weekends of the year. With no previous Cup Series data on the layout, teams will be learning on the fly and anything could happen. Buckle up. NASCAR makes history. Rev up your race weekends at Hard Rock Casino Tajon with high-energy race watch parties inside Hard Rock Cafe. Catch all the action as the races hit San Diego June 16th through the 21st. Then continue in Sonoma June 27th and 28th. Watch every lap on big screens with great food, cold drinks, and unbeatable atmosphere. Don't just watch it, experience it. Visit Hard Rock Casino Tajon online for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And that's this week's Pit Pass on ESPN LA.
Hey, it's Mason. The next best thing to being at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is watching it at Cosm. Experience every match inside the massive 87-foot LED dome in shared reality. You will feel like you're right there on the pitch with the world's biggest stars. Plus, catch all the action in the Cosm Hall with great food and drinks. FIFA World Cup tickets will not last, so book right now at cosm.com/FIFA. I will see all you guys for the World Cup at Cosm.
Father's Day is coming up. Hi, it's Sua again, and for my favorite place to shop for celebrations, it's Wild Fork. And if you want to really treat your dad to something special, check these wild savings. Who doesn't love tomahawks? USDA Choice Tomahawks are $16.98 a pound, and USDA Prime New York Strips are $15.98 a pound. Look for something new for Dad? Bacon-wrapped pork fillets, 2 pieces for only $4. Look, if you're not already your dad's favorite kid, you will be when your Father's Day includes Wild Fork. Find a Wild Fork closest to you at wildforkfoods.com.
And spit on that thing.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. It's a fruity candy flavor explosion, and I mean explosion. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots, a zero-sugar treat that's sweet tooth approved. These can take care of my candy cravings and provides a tasty caffeine kick without all the sugar. Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Get candy-flavored chaos with Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. It's like a stretch 4.
7:52. Good morning. A feel-good Friday on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Bennett Duran is in South with Scott Kaplan as we celebrate Team Mexico taking down Korea last night in the World Cup.
Do it, Beto.
What a game, by the way.
Nah, Cielito Lindo playing. You don't mess with it.
No, you don't.
Ay, canta, no llores, Cappy.
Sí.
Now,
wake up, Cappy kids.
Well, for people now, if you're watching on the YouTube, you can see it. But what is that, Cap or Beto, for people listening?
This is a matraca,
okay,
which is that noisemaker that you'll hear at soccer games. They don't allow it in the stadium, but if you go to any kids' soccer game, you'll hear them around there. I bought this one actually at Mercado Northgate.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
we're going to be at next week. Yeah, great job. They do a great job. And also, the USA cap that I'm wearing, they have the merch there. So you can get that next week because USA plays today. But
yeah,
yesterday was all about Mexico, Cappy.
It was an amazing match. I mean, it really, really was a great game. And Mexico, just a quick overview, Mexico scored this incredible goal where the South Korean goalkeeper goes up to make a play, but on his way down with the ball in both of his hands, he hits his defender and the ball pops out. And the Mexican player has like a karate kick that you don't know if the ball, because the ball's in the middle of the air and he has to literally, like, it was not like he controlled it on his feet at all, and there's traffic all over the place, and he just hits this ball at 100 miles an hour and it goes in, and it was a brilliant shot. But later in the game, the South Korean goalkeeper had two, spectacular world-class saves, and late in the game, very, very late in the game, South Korea had a chance to tie this thing up. And the goalkeeper for Mexico, you talk about brilliant plays and quick reflexes. Amazing. We're sitting on the edge of our seats watching this game last night, biting our fingernails off, me and all my kids.
Yeah, Raul Rangel is the goalie for Mexico.
Wait, the dude from Chivas, right?
Look at you.
Right? Chivas.
Yeah.
See.
He's a heart and soul kind of guy. You know why, Cappy? Chivas is in Guadalajara. They're we're red and white. Yesterday they played at Estadio Akron, which is where Chivas play.
That stadium is insane at the top of the hill like that, and all the grass outside of it, so that it's like really like on the top of a mountain. Incredible stadium.
Yeah, so that's where I knew the heart and soul would get Cappy, because he's playing in his home stadium, and he's from the Guadalajara area,
right,
Cappy.
Right.
What do you call somebody from Jalisco?
You
starts
call
with a T.
Tapatio?
Yeah!
Yes! Oh, my God, yes! Tapatio!
Good job.
Yeah,
Good job, Cappy.
Tapatio, somebody from Jalisco, Guadalajara area, and that's where the bottle Tapatio is from that area. That's why. But it was awesome. The most important thing for this, though, is Mexico winning yesterday advances them to the knockout stage, because the last World Cup, they were trash and didn't even get out of the group stage. And I know
Basura.
Sí. Yeah, just like Tatis. I saw him yesterday too. But this is very important because I don't know if you've been following Mexico social media. Koreans have taken over Guadalajara and they've taken over Mexico. And the bond between the two countries and the fan bases are awesome. I know in K-Town, those huge watch parties here in LA, but down there, there's a saying. Ready? Cappy, say it with me. Hermano.
Coreano.
Y Ya eres Mexicano.
Mexicano.
My Korean brother, now you're Mexican. So they've been
Sí.
chanting that whenever they see a Korean fan in Guadalajara area. And the reason is, back in 2018, Mexico was able to advance in the World Cup. This is the Russia one, because Korea got a goal in and allowed Mexico to advance. So now they have that bond. Yes.
Korea, what are we doing here with this?
Because they were in Russia back in 2018.
I mean, I get it.
And I purposely,
Right, but we're not
said
highlighting Russia. They happen to be playing in Russia.
He said Russia.
I said Russia on purpose. And now this is where the Mexican social media is crazy. If you're watching on YouTube, the geniuses that they are down there, they put Snoopy and his crew in Mexico uniforms. But there is a duck that has taken over social media. His name is Merlin El Pato. A young man and his mother selling food in Mexico City, and they dressed up the duck in the Mexico uniform, and he's walking around, and he's now become the unofficial mascot. So much so that the big companies like Oxxo, which would be like a 7-Eleven, and Dr. Simi, which is like a pharmacist, have now embraced him, and the Photoshop has been fantastic. I sent it to Tim this morning.
Yeah, we were looking at it.
They even had a meme yesterday of Merlin stopping the goal from Korea going in. And if you're seeing on YouTube, there's a picture of Mexico players wearing a Santa Claus uniform or sweater.
Yeah.
A couple days ago, before the first game, that young man right there, Santi, his kindergarten class were all told to wear the Mexico colors for, a photo opportunity first game. Well, young Santi, I'm pretty sure lack of resources, doesn't have a uniform, so he wore a Santa Claus sweater. It's green, and Santa Claus, of course, red. And he said, because I wanted to support El Tri, the red, white, and green.
Yeah.
The Mexican officials found him, and they connected him with the Santi, a player for Team Mexico, had a FaceTime with him, opportunity. So it's just become the feel-good stories out there. And the meme right now is the duck with young Santi together taking over, and it is fantastic. And Mexico has advanced to the knockout stage. And there's an opportunity that one of those knockout games might be in Estadio Azteca in Mexico City.
Which would be unreal.
Unreal, because they've never lost in Estadio Azteca.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
that
stadium.
double
I don't know if you guys
save
have
in
been
the
there.
86th
Amazing.
minute, though,
Oh, my
was
goodness.
incredible. Like,
Right.
it was the type of stuff that, like, will live forever. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Oh, yeah.
That's a moment that you will never forget if you are a Mexican soccer fan, because it was.
He was on
I thought it was over at that point.
Right.
Like, I thought
and the announcers
he was
thought-
going to score.
The announcers actually said, "How did that ball not go in?"
Right.
You know,
It should have been over there, and then they added time.
Oh, that's perfectly fine, Christopher.
Cabezon.
But the goalie, the ability to get up, it looked like he was doing like when you have kettlebells and you have to get up. The Russian. Oh my goodness.
more Russian.
I won't hit it.
The Turkish get-ups too. Come on.
But the way he's on his butt,
Yeah.
and the ball looks like it's going in, and with his right hand, he's able to just snag it, and then the ball starts to rotate, and then he's able to gain control of it, and then the Mexican defender kind of falls over him, and then he lays on the ground for like the next 30 minutes like he's in agonizing pain. It's like, please, guys, stop. Just get up and play.
Everybody out of control yesterday. Today, USA plays against Seattle, and there's a local angle there, Christopher.
And this kid,
he went to El Rancho High School.
And he's playing in his second World Cup. And what's so interesting about the story is that all these guys now go to academies. They all play in developmental academies, and that means that they have to give up their high school career. This is a kid who said, no, I want to play on my local high school team. I want to follow in my brother's footsteps. So the likelihood of a kid playing high school soccer all the way through and still making it to MLS, he was at the Surf Cup, if anybody who's a soccer parent. The Surf Cup is a big kids soccer tournament, high level, in San Diego. The guy, his mother is sitting right next to the coach from the University of Washington, and she pretty much convinces him that you need to, go recruit my son. He plays at Washington. Then he goes on to play in MLS for the Sounders up in Seattle. So for this kid from Pico Rivera,
Christian Roldán,
he's the only guy on the U.S. men's soccer team that actually played high school soccer. Everybody else is a developmental academy kid.
Yep.
So it's a great story of a kid from a public high school who made it all the way to the World Cup.
And Morales, I know him a little bit. I met him once or twice, but I do know when I met him, I was like, hey, where do you go eat? You know what he told me? Come on, Chris, you know where he
Del
goes.
Rey?
Damn right at the Del Rey.
I was
Let's
driving
go.
by this morning on Washington,
Yes, sir.
right there.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Also, let me give you the last one, a real quick one. A young man for Mexico, Obed. Obed Vargas. He was born in Alaska, And his dad was a huge soccer player in Mexico, didn't make it, went to Alaska to work in the fishing department, and the kid was born in Alaska and now is representing Mexico, so he got to play yesterday. He's only 20 years old.
Oh, wow.
So all kinds of great heart and soul stories for Cappy.
Awesome. We love it, Beto. Thank you
All
so
right, you guys
much.
have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Where are you going?
Thank you. Be
I
good.
got to go work.
Yeah, he's got the fight this weekend.
Yeah.
8:01 at KSBN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Peter McGee, Chris McGee from Spectrum Sportsnet will join us in about 3 minutes, but let me tell you about my friends at Providence. You know it's Father's Day weekend. Tell your dad, if you're a father, if you're lucky enough that your father is still alive, tell them to get your health checked out. Providence reminds you to stay in the game by prioritizing your health. Many of the biggest health risks men face, like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, can develop without warning. But with annual checkups, routine screenings, and knowing your numbers like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar, you can take control before problems start. Talk to your doctor about important screenings like prostate and colorectal exams. Stay active with regular exercise, eat a balanced diet, and don't overlook your mental health. Prioritizing sleep, managing stress, and staying connected are just as important as physical fitness. Tell your dad this weekend, if you're a dad, go get checked out. Okay, get that colonoscopy. Get your prostate checked. Don't be a schivoso. I'm just going to say that in every live read now. Don't be a schivoso. Okay, take care of your health. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with expert care and compassionate support right here in Southern California. Protect your health and get back to the moments that matter most. Learn more at Providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Feel Good Friday. Geeter joins us next. We talk Lakers basketball and so much more.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I'm here with Angelica, and getting a DUI is serious business, isn't it?
It's a process, Cappy, and if you don't take action within 10 days, you run the risk of some pretty serious consequences. Start by calling or going to fixmydui.org. One of many things Fix My DUI does is help individuals rebuild their lives through stability and reducing the risk of future mistakes. We do this through education and ongoing support.
So the first thing you do,
visit fixmydui.org or call 888-607-7077. We can help.
The great part about being a dad is the ability to fall asleep in my chaise lounge in Oasis. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Soccer watch party at Sideline, Saturday the 20th. Adidas giveaway and Av Alta players. Go!
Number 2.
A free bucket cap for Dad, the 21st. Then Father's Day bingo to win a share of over 25 grand.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away 3 Corvette Stingrays June 28th. You could drive off a winner.
Morongo, good times.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $299 a month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Closed-in lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above-average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 6/30/26.
4th of July weekend checklist. Sunscreen? Check. Snacks? Check. Road trip playlist? Check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy parm pan pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy parm pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
It's a Cosm Ticket Friday, 8:05 in the morning, by the way. Listen all day for your chance to win tickets to experience soccer's biggest stage at Cosm and see why it's one of the most immersive ways to watch sports and entertainment. Feel like you're right in the middle of all the action with Cosm's shared reality experience. Visit Cosm.com for more information. We are back in 1 minute, 60 seconds from right now.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Gotta wake up. This is the Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
Good morning, guys. This is Angelica, and this is the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA, presented by Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and we got you covered at Angelica's Insurance. From auto and home to business and life, we have a plan just for you, even DUI and SR22 coverage to get you back on the road fast. Visit us at angelicas-ins.com for a free quote today. And now, the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, powered by Angelica's Insurance. And Sedano, please pump the brakes, sucker.
The Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m. hour.
8:07, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Way to go, Angelica. She told Sedano, pump the brakes, sucker.
Feel Good Friday. Happy 63rd birthday to Paula Abdul. We keep it rolling all morning long. Meanwhile, a man who will be celebrating Father's Day weekend, maybe by getting a nice tan. Maybe he'll oil himself up, go away on the beach. Just wait for people to come to him and go, hey, are you Geeter McGee? Hey, are you the sleazeball that says dirty things on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show?
You dirty boy.
The great Geeter joins us now. Good morning, Geeter.
Good morning, guys. Once again, want to apologize.
No, don't apologize.
No, it's good. We loved it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And by the way, Geeter, we blamed Dr. Clapper yesterday. Told him no more third testicle talk on this show.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a real natural reaction by me. It's the first thing I thought of. Is what are the advantages of having one? So it just came out.
Now, Geeter, you're appearing with us here this morning, but then for people's drive home on a Feel Good Friday, you're going to be part of the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show today, right?
Listen, I got a full weekend plan here the next 3 days, and it really does kick off with Travis and DeMarco at 3, and I'm excited about it. Can't wait to get out there. I think I'm gonna watch maybe the first half of the USA game, and then get in the car and head out. Trying to figure that part out.
Well, you can watch the second half while you're driving. I do. You know,
don't do that.
I mean,
I'm not going to do that.
While you have a credit card and another phone.
Right. Bergie gave me a hard time, Geeter, because last week I was driving into downtown L.A., and George welcomed me to 2014 when I told him proudly that I had downloaded the Starbucks app. And I was able to download the Starbucks app, put in my credit card, and make the order, all while driving in morning traffic. So you can watch it.
I actually heard that. I heard that day.
George goes, welcome to 2014. Thanks, George.
That was a great line by George. I actually chuckled in my car, and I did hear that. I was actually really proud of you, too, on like a friendship kind of level, that you were able to get that done.
Yeah, and thankfully I didn't hurt anybody in the process, including myself, right?
Yeah. Well, wait till your kids steal your Starbucks login, and then all of a sudden you're paying $600 in coffee every month.
Right. Believe me,
guys,
it's bad enough with the Ubers.
Sorry.
Yeah. Geeter, let me ask you a question. Yep. Luka obviously has, according to Dave McMenamin's story, has requested an A-list center. I feel like there's not a lot of those necessarily available. They would have to go into potentially restricted free agency to really grab one of those types of players. What are your overall feelings on restricted free agency because of the challenges that come with it? Your money's tied up for 48 hours. You can't use that specific money for anything else. You're kind of in a holding pattern, and generally the home team in this case with the player where he originally resides will take the full 48 hours in most of these cases just to kind of mess with the other team. So what do you make of just restricted free agency as a possibility for the Lakers?
Yeah, it's funny, George. I've been telling my friends this because I feel like every name they love, and these are Laker fans, happens to be a restricted free agent. Like, I also love Walker Kessler, and I love Peyton Watson, and I feel like those guys would be great fits with the Lakers. But as you said, it's just such a risky game to play, and there's a reason why it rarely happens, because you can, give that offer sheet July 6th, and then you got to wait that 48 hours, which is really 3 days when by the time you get to that next day. And during that time, it's frozen, and free agency goes quickly. So unless you're really doing your due diligence and you find a way that a team is not willing to pay, I just don't see that with Walker Kessler right now. I feel like they're going to find a way to keep him in Utah. Now the risk you run, George, too, is you could really overpay for a guy.
Sure.
If you want to throw Cappy, if you want to throw a big offer sheet at him, Cappy, I know you're going through some contract stuff, aren't you? Sometimes they're just going to throw a huge number at you.
Jeez. This freaking guy, man. This freaking guy. One week he's talking about the third testicle.
Listen,
now he's talking
I'd
contracts.
like to get up and salute Dieter McGee.
Wow.
Great way. I didn't see that bit coming, and that was amazing. Sedano,
Yeah.
how about that?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love it. I love the way he weaved that in, too.
Oh, that
So
was really
seamless.
nice.
I know.
But I got to say, but like if 97.1, the fan, is going to throw an enormous amount of dollars out at Cappy, then we're going to match. Us at ESPN, I'm part of that family now. We're matching. We're not letting him go. So that's my whole point.
I don't think they have the money for Cappy, but that's okay. We love him anyway.
Well, but Geeter, here's the thing. George brings up this notion of you have Luka, who is putting out this word, I need an A-list center. And what we keep coming back to is the best guys are restricted free agents, and those are hard guys to acquire. So let's just play this game for a second. Let's just say there is no Walker Kessler. Let's just say there is no Jalen Duren. Then you got to figure out, where do they go? I'll ask both of you ball knowers. Where do they go to satisfy Luka's desire for that A-list center?
Well, I think the other option is something no one's talking about too much, but via trade. I mean, maybe this is where, you use a pick or two, or you try to get that package where you can land a top-tier center. I think George might have been saying this before, but they just don't grow on trees, and there's not a lot of them out there. I mean, if you like Robert Williams and you believe he can play, over 60 games, which he hasn't done, and you believe in Mitchell Robinson, that you can get him away from a team that just won the championship because of where they are financially, and does he satisfy your needs? I mean, I think when people think of Luka and the success he had, it's Gafford, it's Lively, it's those type of players. It doesn't have to be to me, it doesn't have to be just the ultimate center, but it needs to be a guy that kind of checks the boxes in terms of like a rim runner that can catch the lobs, like a dog on defense, a rim protector, a pick and roll type of guy. I mean, listen, I feel like Jackson Hayes is a good backup in that role because he does those things and he continues to get better. But yeah, I just think they're looking for an upgrade, and maybe it's trade, Cappy, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, here's what I would say, Christopher. There's a 20-second soundbite from Bobby Marks about the Lakers signing and trading, because when Dave brought up that as a possibility about, when he was telling his story yesterday on NBA Today about the A-list centers, Bobby Marks brought up a sign and trade, which I believe I may have followed up and asked him, well, that could be challenging, right, because of hard capping a team. But Bobby explained very thoroughly why that wouldn't necessarily impact the Lakers too much this particular offseason. So, Chris, if we have that piece of audio, we could play that for Geeter.
The sign and trade restriction comes in if you're kind of a high spending team, because then you get hard capped at the first apron. They're nowhere near it. So they do have the flexibility if they want to go out and do it. It's got to be a minimum of a 3-year contract there. So from a flexibility standpoint, yeah, they've got the optionality to do a sign and trade if that's what's on the table.
So whether it's Duren or Walker Kessler, they could do that, hard cap themselves for this particular season, but because they're so far below the first apron, they actually this would be the one time that you could get away with that.
And George, I don't know what you think about that Utah situation with Walker Kessler. I mean, it is interesting and it is intriguing. I'm not sure if you guys talked to Wendy this week, but he was talking about on his podcast, just like there is something there. I mean, people don't think the Ainge family is ultimately going to let Walker Kessler go, but he and his agent are definitely disappointed.
In the offer. Yeah.
Yeah, in the offer, and they do need to be careful. They're already paying $100 million in their front court, right? When you look at Jackson Jr. and Lowry Markkanen, and obviously, they have some pieces to be pretty good here with Keontae George and Ace Bailey and the number 2 pick. So will they allow Walker Kessler to walk, or are they matching no matter what is what I think the Lakers need to find out pretty quickly.
Sure. I think you go – I mean, listen, again, if you're going to do it, I'm a big believer in if you're going to do that, you need to do it sooner rather than later once free agency opens.
For sure. And by the way, the Austin Reeves situation too is interesting because, I was explaining to a buddy of mine, like he's not going to be first one off the board for the Lakers. He's going to be at the end.
Right.
Because of his
from an accounting perspective.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
From an accounting perspective and good business, so if Austin Reeves isn't getting any traction early, if you're not hearing anything, Brooklyn, he's going to be a Laker and it'll be at the end, which is smart.
Well, and I think, Geeter, one of the things George and I have been talking about this week, and you can't really escape it, is the story of the Knicks. And the story of that team is the heart and soul of that team, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
And when we hear this story of Jalen Brunson left so much money on the table, because what an angel of a guy he is, what a selfless team guy Jalen Brunson is. If Jalen Brunson's willing to lose out on $100 million because he wants to build a team, well, I'm looking at guys like LeBron and I'm looking at guys like Austin Reeves going, hey, fellas, you want the money or you want to try and pursue a championship? So, again, I think now there's perhaps some pressure on of guys for their teams like Austin and LeBron going, guys, you want to win a championship or do you not? Or is it all about you as an individual and how much money you make? Because now there's a comp, which is Jalen Brunson, who left $100 million on the table.
Cappy, I think it's such a great point. And we used to hear it with Tom Brady in football, right? Like Tom Brady's going to restructure and he's going to, try to maximize what they can get and he'll take less. And obviously the football rules are different, but to see a guy like Jalen Brunson do it and no one really care about it until this season when they make the most magical run and win a title, now that becomes the poster child for future stars in terms of like, how badly do you want to win? Because the Knicks blueprint, and I think we've talked about this, guys, when I've been in there, compared to what OKC and San Antonio and all these younger up-and-coming teams are trying to build that are chasing those two teams. The Knicks completely different. It's more of the Lakers way, right? Like these are trades, these are vet guys, this is free agency. That's how they've done it. They haven't done it through the draft, right? So the only way to do that through the draft is a guy like Jalen Brunson who you believe in, and he comes over and he goes, listen, I'm going to take a haircut because I'm going to make good money still, and I know we're going to win, and one day I'll get paid even more, right? Like it's betting on yourself again and again, which Austin Reeves did, by the way, the first time around, right? I mean, Austin Reeves could have got more money. People thought he was going to get more money, but he gave a great deal that first time around. He bet on himself, so now he's due for more. How much he takes is going to be really intriguing to see, to be honest with you.
All right, Geet.
So, Geet, the other thing I think the Lakers could always use, and now this may be something they address in the draft if they keep the 25th pick. This could be something they still could also address in free agency, perhaps, is they could use another wing player that is not a one-way player, right? Is a guy, and again, those guys aren't cheap either, right? And, Peyton Watson, restricted free agent, right, is the type of guy that many fans are looking at. But that archetype to me is another type of player I think the Lakers could use.
George?
Yes.
Can you repeat that a little bit? Because you cut out, my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was George who cut out, not Geeter, whose phone cut out.
I think that the Lakers, could also use another, like a 3-and-D wing, right? And granted, everybody wants one of those, right?
That's what you said. Yeah, listen.
Peyton Watson is one of those kind of archetypes. Again, another restricted guy, but to me, if you add another one of those and big, I think the Lakers are in business.
I thought that's what you said, so I apologize for that. Listen, I had Danny Green on Laker Talk a couple weeks ago, and it's the first thing he said, right? And he's like, listen, it's not rocket science. I'm not giving you guys any info that you don't know, but these are the type of guys the Lakers need, right? Athletic, 3-and-D wings. I mean, honestly, if you look it up in the dictionary, and I know I've said this with you guys, it's OG, right? Like those type of guys, like that's literally the picture of OG Anunoby is the guy when you say, what do you need around guards like Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson, like on your team in the playoffs? We've seen the McDaniels from Minnesota, like those type of guys, lockdown guys that can hit threes and, have the ability to raise your team and can score. Like OG, all of a sudden he's averaging over 20 in the playoffs. Like those type of people are so hard to find, but that's where the league is going. It's those long, athletic wings that, you can either switch, you can play one-on-one, but also they give you an offensive game. I think that's been the thing with Vando, right? Like you like Vando's dog. You like that he, can defend and he can switch and he's tough, but the offensive game isn't there for JJ to trust him in these big situations, right? He's a part of it, but he's not a big part of it. So, that's where 100%, George, those are the type of guys you need. I mean, Peyton Watson would be a dream candidate for that. I just don't think Denver's going to let him walk. I really don't.
But you know who the pressure is really on, though, here as we get ready to go into the draft and then the opening of free agency? Geeter, the pressure is on Rob Pelinka in such a huge way. First of all, George and I have been talking about it for the last couple of days. Luka's camp has been promised. Summer of 26 is when we rebuild a roster to make a championship caliber run. Here we are. That's number one. Number two, new ownership. Number three, more resources than ever before in the front office. And maybe they're not even really done yet. But my point is, tell me what you think, is that the pressure is on one guy. And you may say it's organizational, but the guy that everybody's looking at is Rob Pelinka. Okay, you said summer of 26. We're here. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think when you're in that role, and I think Rob would tell you the same thing, sure, they've, bolstered up their infrastructure and they've added people to help in that front office. And I think, that's what new ownership is going to do, and I think that's awesome. But, yeah, I mean, it definitely – there's always a face and a name to it, right? Like Sam Presti is the guy in Oklahoma City. Rob Pelinka is the guy in L.A. And in 2026, I think for fans and I think for everyone in Luka's camp, I mean, they've been excited about this summer because of the freedom that the Lakers are going to have. However, now the list of free agents doesn't jump off the page. I think that's where they have to they got to get creative in terms of the type of player they want to bring in. What are they going to do with that 25th pick? Are they going to trade it? Are they going to keep it and get kind of a, maybe the kid from North Carolina, maybe the kid from Texas? Like there's different ways that they can go, and it's going to be interesting to see. And Luka's going to have to be on board with that, right? Like, is this we are absolute, contending for a title right away, or are we still a couple of steps away and we can make a move here or there? And yeah, Rob's going to be the face of that for sure. And he knows that. He knows that.
Yeah. Hey, Geet, George and I yesterday, and Bergie as well, a passionate debate yesterday about the reports about Kevin Love possibly being a guy who might join the Lakers. Jump in on Kevin Love and what you think he might bring, or you like the idea, don't like the idea. Let us know.
Well, personally, I like Kevin Love, so I think he's a great dude. And, listen, I wouldn't count on Kevin Love to be a guy that is going to come in and break your rotation and be a key guy, but he can give you games and he can give you minutes and he can still rebound and he's still a great team guy and he can still stretch the floor. I think he shot 37% last year from three, so I'm never going to say no to a Kevin Love type of guy, especially in that locker room, especially when you get into the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, he's not going to be that guy that you plug in right away and go, okay, that is a top 7 guy, that is a top 8 guy. But if you're building out a roster and you lose a guy like a Maxi Kleber, you're going to lose people along the way, right? Because of the finances of it. It's never a bad thing to have a guy like Kevin Love on your team. He's just, I know Kevin. He is an unbelievable teammate. People love him. He can bring, comedy and fun to the situation. I know, George, you covered him. Like, K-Love is a great dude, and people love him. So, yeah, being a voice in that locker room, even though they're not, looking for big-time veteran presence, it doesn't hurt.
If he's your 15th guy, you've done a good job.
Yeah, and if he replaces Maxi Kleber, you've done a good job. I mean, listen, no offense to Maxi, just no contribution.
Right? Yeah, and Maxi Kleber, listen, had some moments, and I believe he was hurt a lot of the time, but he had a couple games where he actually came in and did a really nice job, and I think Kevin Love would be that type of guy where he would have some good games for the Lakers and he would have some good minutes and he still can play. He's just not going to give you he's not going to give you 82.
No, but again, he could be a Jared Dudley kind of a personality on a team.
Great comp.
Yeah.
Great comp.
And so I
Look
listen
at that,
again.
Cappy. Great comp.
Hey, Georgie, right? Like that
You
was
got
the
a
first
heart
thing
emoji. You got a heart. You got a heart emoji from me when you said it in our group text, and now you got Geeter saying great comp. I mean, this is your week.
This is my
It
week
really
is right.
by the way, Cappy. Like, think about that. That 2019-2020 team had a ton of veteran presence, yet Jared Dudley got a ton of credit for his voice in that locker room. And when he played and got opportunities and he did well, the bench got excited, guys got excited. Like, Dudley was a big part of that team for his voice. And that's Cappy coming up with the comp of the week right there.
How about
Comp of the week. I like that. Geeter, enjoy your day. Enjoy the first part of USA today versus Australia. And then we will hear you this afternoon with DeMarco and Travis, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. You're in the third chair joining the fellas.
Hey, Morales, is this the Mason joining George and Cappy here at 9? Did I hear that
So
right?
at 9:15, we're doing a new segment. We kind of started it last week. It was
Mason's
a soft
Musings.
Mason's Musings.
Yeah.
Producer Emily from the Mason Ironman Show helped produce this segment coming up at 9:15, where we've got the 5 things. Now, they're not always the 5 best things. They're the 5 things that we want to highlight that Mason said this week. But Mason is going to join us right as he walks out of the gym, and then we're going to hit him right in the face with bits.
Genius. Genius.
Right?
And he's been
By the way,
trying
he
to
was
figure out a
so
way.
honored. I was there. He was so honored when you told him on the radio. I think we might have been in Hollywood Park, and I was chilling listening. He was honored when you brought that up to him.
Yeah.
But he's been looking for a way to reincorporate with us because we don't have the cross of shows any longer. From when they go from 12 to 3.
He
and we used to go
misses
3 to
us
6.
desperately. Yes.
Desperately.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
true.
100%.
It's true.
It took a long time for you guys to really crack the code and get in there and become friends, but you guys have done it. You did it. Good job.
Well, as long as he
And
kisses his ass, then that's the code. That's pretty much the code.
By the way, I'm with Mason in Ireland for the first time ever next week.
I think you're sitting in for one of them, though, right?
Yeah. I got Johnny one day and Mace the other.
Oh, well, John likes to watch, so you guys can connect on that.
He's a sicko that likes to watch.
Yeah.
Right. Plus he likes to suck on the tap.
We'll hear you at 3 o'clock. Take care.
See
What if I'm a sicko that likes to watch?
Well, I dirty boy Geeter.
What if you are?
8:28 on a Friday morning. Cappy, Sedano, coming up next in about 3 minutes. You want to get into this a little, Max Crosby? You want to tickle Raiders fan Bergie a little bit?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I mean, sure. I mean, if you want to, I mean, that's fine.
We don't have to do it the whole thing. We'll just do a few minutes.
Let's
I'm
tickle
fine.
him.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
listen,
ticklish.
I'm always interested in talking about the Raiders and having their fans react rationally about whatever commentary we have.
You mean their future Super Bowl?
Well, everything you say is hate against the Raiders, so that's
right.
That's why.
All right, we'll do that
Listen,
next.
you got my Cuban cutie these days. I mean, listen, if you can't do it with him, then you're really in trouble.
We'll do that next. But first, Cappy, if Dad is choking this weekend, get him one of those medical emergency kits.
Hey, listen, it actually makes for a great gift, but I'll just say this. Every home should give itself the gift of the medical emergency kit because here's why. If you get sick and you're a procrastinator or you don't like going to see the doctor or I don't have the time, listen, you have an urgent care right here in your possession because when you get this medical emergency kit, I'm holding on to it right now. I'm showing it to everybody on YouTube. Literally, you open it up and every medication that you might need is right here. So if you've got a chest cold and you're like, oh, I can't breathe, there's medication in here. If you have a urinary tract infection and you're like, what am I supposed to do? You go into the medical emergency kit and then you go into the guidebook. And the guidebook, you find your symptoms. It tells you what you have, and then it tells you what medication to take. And then you're starting your medication today, not Monday or Tuesday of next week. You're getting it into your system, whether it's amoxicillin or a Z-Pak or anything else. And so how do you get this? You go to urgentcarekit.com/710. urgentcarekit.com/710. You use our promo code 710. You're saving $45. Every home should have one. Every kid going off to college, like Geeter's daughter going off to college, they should have one. Anybody who's going on a summer vacation should be traveling with this. It's the medical emergency kit. urgentcarekit.com/710. Use the promo code 710. Save $45.
Thank you, Cappy. We talk Raiders football, the Raiders. 3 minutes from right now.
Juneteenth. A day of recognition. A day of restoration. A day of celebration. We observed one of the oldest and most important days in history, celebrating the emancipation of slaves. On this day, federal troops arrived in Texas to ensure all enslaved were free. Today, we are with you and celebrating with you. We are all one voice. 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, listen. You got to count on Jacob in every type of accident. You count on Jacob after a car accident. You count on Jacob after a rideshare crash. 800-345-6789.
Call Jacob. Why fight restaurant crowds on your Father's Day? Hi, it's Sua, and when your family asks, hey, Dad, where should we go for Father's Day? Tell them you want to go to Wild Fork. Listen to this. 85% lean organic ground beef is $6 a pound when you buy 2 units. How about this? Black Angus hanger steaks with fries for only $30. In fact, Wild Fork has over 500 meat and seafood options. This Father's Day, enjoy restaurant quality without restaurant prices and no crowds, no long waits, and no big bills at the end of the night. Find a Wild Fork closest to you at wildforkfoods.com.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
8:32 in the morning. The summer of soccer is here, and our friends at Rock and Brews, they're your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens with game day food and drink specials. Their new smash burger, oh, it's beautiful, man. They've got an unbeatable atmosphere. They're at Rock and Brews. Bring your crew and cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We talk Raiders football in 90 seconds from right now.
If you run a small business, you know that opportunities and emergencies don't wait. So don't let big banks hold your business hostage with weeks of endless red tape and paperwork. Turn to Cardiff. Cardiff is America's favorite small business lender with a 5-minute application that won't impact your personal credit. You get approved in minutes and funded the same day for up to $500,000. If you've been operating for at least a year with $20,000 a month in revenue, skip the bank delays. Go to Cardiff/ESPNLA right now to secure your funding. That's cardiff.co/ESPNLA.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Empower. Katie got a VIP box for the postseason. She worked with Empower to help her get good at money so she can be a little bad. She planned well and was able to bring the whole family.
Who wants homemade egg salad sandwiches?
Even Beth.
Horseradish? Anyone? How about some tuna on rye?
Oh, strike 3, Beth. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Violated. I was violated for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
First time in your life?
First time in my life. That's out.
I go, no, that's like a good
Painful.
Wednesday for Cappy and I.
But it is painful.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
8:35. The ball, you get it on the green and then it rolls off. I don't know, man.
Yeah, U.S. Open conditions are just brutal.
It really
Absolutely
is.
brutal.
It's always that way.
Yeah, but I like it when it's pretty and smooth, like at Torrey Pines.
So there was this one guy. His name is Mo. I don't know. M-O-U-W.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
M-O-U-W. Isn't that your job title at
It's close. It's
Manager
close.
of Audio
M-A-O.
Operations?
Yeah, that's M-A-O.
Yeah.
It's close. But he hits this beautiful shot, and it hits the pin, then rolls off the green, down the fairway, into a bunker.
Jeez.
It's just unfair.
You know, of all the golfers this weekend, and I know we're going to get into this Raiders thing, the kid I'm looking at this week, hey, you guys know who Miles Russell is? Anybody ever hear of this golfer, Miles Russell?
Nope.
No.
He's 17 years old, and he's making his first entrance into the U.S. Open. And his best friend and the guy who caddies for him, I'm not 100% positive if he's caddying for him in the U.S. Open, the guy who generally caddies for him is Charlie Woods, Tiger's son.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but this is a kid, 17, and he's been like getting exemptions into PGA events since he's like 15 years old. So I'm super curious to see what happens when you put a child on a U.S. Open golf course where he's so heralded as like, you know, one of the up-and-coming stars of the tour. So keeping an eye on this guy, Miles Russell.
Got a great Father's Day weekend of content, the U.S. Open at Shinnecock and the World Cup. Going to be beautiful, plus Dodgers-Orioles over the weekend. But right now, we hit it for Gregory Arthur Bergman, the last standing Raiders fan.
I might be the last standing Raiders fan because Cappy is no longer a Raiders fan. Ireland, no longer a Raiders fan. No, don't say no.
But I just want to say one thing.
You're not allowed
to
be a Raiders fan.
You have a great opportunity, though.
You're
Bert.
allowed to be a Raiders fan as much as I am at this point.
Well, this is what I'm going to get at.
Agreed.
Let me
Sedano.
tell you something. But wait, Bergie.
You know,
I'm
Cappy,
gonna
how is it when I set things up, you just run the other way?
No, I'm about to make a prediction for you, Berg. I think Sedano joins you. I think Sedano puts on the Raider chain.
No.
I
will. I can individually want to root for Fernando
player.
Mendoza's success, but I don't care whether the Raiders win or lose. I don't care. Like I literally could not be more indifferent about them.
I'm going to predict here, Bergie, that eventually, by year 2 of Mendoza, Sedano is a Raider fan.
He will say that he likes what Mendoza is doing. He will never be a fan of the Raiders. Just like he'll never be a fan of the Knicks.
I will look. The reality is this. I like Jalen Brunson, right? I like Cat. I like individual players. I don't care enough to root for. I don't root for a lot of teams these days. I mean, I root for the Rams. I kind of found myself really enjoying I love the fact that the Lakers have hired all these people already and are hiring more people. I'm starting to really enjoy the Lakers experience here this offseason, and I'm curious to see if Rob can put a punctuation mark on this thing. But I'm really starting to enjoy the Lakers offseason. We know how I feel about the Rams and the Dodgers. I really enjoy watching them.
We're gonna get 'em,
I mean,
Bert.
and my Laker admiration certainly starts with the Dodger admiration. I just feel like the Raiders, they got a long way to go before I go admiration. You know what I mean? Like there's too much of a history of just like ineptitude.
Well, they got your guy though. They got your Cuban cutie at quarterback.
They do have my Cuban cutie. It's a solid start. They may get Stephon Diggs, according to some people.
All right, let's split the difference here because we got a couple reads, and I tried to set you up there, and then you ran the other way for 2 minutes. So
I was going to talk about Mac Trosky.
No, we're going to literally in 60 seconds. But let me talk about my friends at George Chevrolet. It's Father's Day weekend. Here's what I want you to do: take the 91 freeway, Lakewood exit, City of Bellflower. Go see Bellflower's party pal, the great John Good. He's got deals for you at George Chevrolet. Whether Dad wants a new Suburban, a Tahoe, he wants to get in that Silverado and drive a truck. Maybe he wants a smaller truck, the Colorado. Maybe he needs an EV like the Equinox, okay, like Cappy's daughter needs. Or he wants a Traverse, like my girlfriend Stephanie got at George Chevrolet. Go to George Chevrolet, 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit, the City of Bellflower. Bellflower's party pal, John Good, has you covered. GeorgeChevy.com, his guy Kevin Rivas. They can get you in a new ride or a used vehicle for Father's Day weekend. They got kickoff specials. You know what I'm saying? For summer, Jack. Plus, they're the 7-time dealer of the year. You know what that means. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam.
Right, got it.
So Sunday, before you get on the grill, go see George Chevrolet. Say, hey, John Good, I hear you're Chris Morales' daddy. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Wow.
That's a little weird.
It is weird, but he's going to like it because he likes to get weird, and he likes to take care of you at George Chevrolet. All right, let me set this back up again. We'll do it one more time at 8:40 in the morning. So we play the Raiders theme. because there was one last standing Raiders fan, Gregory Arthur Bergman. Now you guys go into the story.
So basically what's happening right now, there's a lot of smoke around Max Crosby still. That there are teams that are really going hard after him. They actually still want him. He's always been saying, I'm a Raider. The Raiders saying that we want you. We have turned the page, and you are a Raider for the rest of your career. But teams like the Niners and the Eagles are looking at trying to bring him in. What would you do? Like, if you were the Raiders, Sedano?
Dude, I told you this when the Baltimore deal didn't come through. They're going to trade him. Like, it would be the smart thing to do. Bringing him back makes zero sense.
I'm going the opposite direction here. I say the Raiders keep him, and I say he plays the entire season for the Raiders. And I will just say this, though, that if I were the 49ers...
Well, you may be right, but that would be the most Raider thing to do and not trade him when he has actual value.
Well, I thought they should have traded him last year, but you see now that they've got a new coach and now that they've got a first, number one overall quarterback, and even if Mendoza's not really ready yet, at least they've got a real starting quarterback in Kirk Cousins. So I actually think the Raiders, again, I'm going to use this phrase, on paper, should be significantly better.
Did we watch the same Kirk Cousins last year?
I didn't see very much of Kirk Cousins because he was sitting behind Michael Penix, but then when he came back and played...
Right, but the times he did play did not look great.
Well, I think it's hard for a guy at his age to be, on the bench and then all of a sudden come back and be on a very mediocre team. I'm not suggesting to you that Kirk Cousins is going to lead the Raiders to a Super Bowl. I'm just saying that he can hold down the fort until the young kid is ready.
I had to make sure to clarify because last year you had Pete Carroll leading them basically to a Super Bowl.
Hey, wait a second. I want to say one thing right now.
And Geno Smith, for that matter.
I'm not backing down from Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll.
Wait, now you think somebody else should hire Pete Carroll?
No, I think now we can admit that Pete is now over the NFL coaching age range.
Yeah, that's done. That's over.
What do you think he's doing for Father's Day weekend? He got his Werther's Originals and his Afghan.
Oh wow! He's got an Afghan on a rocking chair on his front porch now with a lemonade.
Hey, Father Pete, you okay? You need your teeth? You need your teeth, Pete?
Wow, you're going to do that to my coach?
Well, based on his Raiders, yeah. Based on his Raiders era, yeah. Not for the USC stuff, but that was 25 years ago at this point.
So the best thing for the Raiders, and I hate to say this, and I love Max Crosby, is I think I'm on Sedano's side. I think you have to move him. The idea that you have a chance to actually create a full team around Francisco Mendoza and bringing in picks and maybe even a player that's ready for the NFL right now or is playing right now would be the best thing for them because you have the opportunity next year to be this season is not going to go well. It's just not. Everything like they have pieces.
I mean, the schedule is rough.
It's so tough. And now the fact that Patrick Mahomes is going to play at the start of the season, that's
unbelievable.
That's the end of it. Like I don't even look at this season as a possible success.
So, I mean,
do it
next year.
Can They'll split with the Chargers. I know they haven't in a couple of years, but they'll split with the Chargers. They'll split with Denver.
The Broncos too?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, they only played in the AFC title game last year.
I don't trust the Broncos. I don't trust Bo Nix. That team,
you don't
especially
trust
coming off
Sean,
that surgery.
I trust Sean Payton. I trust that
Sean
defense.
Payton's pretty damn good.
He is damn good, but I don't trust Bo Nix.
Hey, listen, though, one thing about Max Crosby, if I were going to say, hey, you know what, go ahead and trade him, I'll tell you where I'd like to see him get traded to, and you mentioned San Francisco. If you're the 49ers and you've looked at what the
Put him
Rams...
with Nick Bosa?
Well, yeah, but if you look at what the Rams have done in this offseason, with the Rams' additions in their secondary, and with going out and getting Myles Garrett, if you're the 49ers, I'm just saying as a pure football fan, the excitement of, wow, the Niners are countering the Rams' Myles Garrett move with a Max Crosby move. And Max Crosby's not Myles Garrett, but he's that next level down. There's only one. Myles Garrett is up here, and everybody else is just a little notch below him.
Yeah.
And Max Crosby is in that second tier behind a Myles Garrett. But if you're San Francisco, wow, going out and getting Max Crosby to add to what you already have.
What about
Seattle?
The Rams? Why didn't Seattle add him?
No, Seattle's also a good one. I mean, I'm saying anybody inside the division. It just so happens that San Francisco and Philadelphia's names have been out there about Max Crosby.
Now, Christopher, are we stepping aside one more time here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just do that now then.
Okay.
We want to tease Mace's musings at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9:15. Mace will join us out of the gym, fresh out of the gym for Mace's musings in the digital hour. Plus, Michael Funch's Funch Lover is going to give us the YouTube chat in 60 seconds, all that's gone on. Him talking about his kitty cat and all kinds of things. But first, Cappy, let's talk about our downtown L.A. home away from home, our friends at East Central Hotel.
By the way, Chris, how beautiful is the East Central decorated right now?
Yeah.
As so many folks from around the world are coming in for the World Cup. And the whole hotel lobby is just so decorated for World Cup visitors. It's awesome. But the whole thing about the East Central, and I think you'll agree with me, it really starts with their general manager, a guy by the name of Robert Montez. He sets the tone for his staff, and then they take care of their guests, and they do it as well as anybody in the industry. The rooms are the biggest in all of downtown L.A., and you can get in there and you can spread out. If you got family coming in from around the world for the World Cup, let them get loose in the East Central.
Yeah.
Right?
Those hotel rooms are so big. Let's say Dad wants to get loose over the weekend. Say, hey, it's Father's Day weekend, Dad. We'll take you to the East Central. You and your buddies can just get loose in one of these giant hotel rooms.
Right.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, have a good time. And then the Nixo Lounge, for me, I love it because it's on the second floor and it's outdoors. So you're kind of looking down on the streets. You're looking at the Grammy Museum across the street. You're looking at, Crypto.com and LA Live. You got people coming into town. You've got the ideal location right across the street from LA Live, right there on Figueroa. So you've got the location, you got the hotel rooms, you got the value, you got the terrific people who work there, you got the brand new gym. I could just keep going on and on about how great the East Central Hotel is.
Exactly right. It's our downtown LA home away from home. If you're going to LA Live at all this summer for a night out, a dinner, a concert, don't get behind the wheel. Don't be a scumbag and drink and drive. Go to the East Central. Get yourself a nice hotel. You can get down in the room. It's okay. Maybe, never mind. I won't say that part. Plus, they got the giant hand in every room where you can put your keys, your phone, your wallet. Or if you're hanging out with Trudell will sit on the hand for you. Mm-hmm. That's
Cute.
nice. Our downtown LA home away from home. We love the East Central Hotel. We also love Steve Mason. He'll join us at 9:15. We're going to take a 3-minute. We're going to step aside for 3 minutes. Then we'll wrap up this 8 a.m. hour on a Friday, Feel Good Friday, Father's Day Friday, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Right now, hey, it's me, Mario. It's time for Mario's World Cup report.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
Team Mexico has officially claimed the top spot in Group A after a hard-fought 1-0 win over South Korea, securing 6 points and becoming the first team in the tournament to punch their ticket into the knockout round. Now all the attention shifts over to the United States. After a dominant 4-1 victory over Paraguay in its World Cup opener, the U.S. men's national team returns to action today at noon in Seattle against Australia. Historically, the U.S. have a perfect record in Seattle with 6 wins and 0 defeats. The big question now, can the Americans stay consistent through the group stage and carry it into the knockout rounds? The pressure is on, but the opportunity is even greater for the U.S. men's national team.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
The summer deals are sizzling at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. It's Bethel Duran, and you can drive the same car that I got. A 2026 Camry Hybrid for just $359 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's $359 for a brand new Camry Hybrid? Come on now, it's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Camry Hybrid model 2561 with total SRP of $39,279. Lease and purchase amount of $21,964. $29.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 6/30/2026.
Red card penalty. Score big with Waba Grill's new red card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of Wablaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new penalty punch, a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the red card combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Just win, David.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
8:51 in the morning. It's a Cosm Ticket Friday. Caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7. You win a 4-pack of GA tickets to Argentina versus Austria at Cosm on Monday, June 22nd. Experience every goal, save, and dramatic moment in Cosm's immersive shared reality environment. For more info and tickets, visit Cosm.com. Only with ESPN LA. Caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. We return to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show 60 seconds from right now.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning.
It's time for the Wild Fork Foods Yacht Rock Song of the Morning on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Wild Fork, your neighborhood meat and seafood market.
Now, he's put on his captain's hat.
I am the captain. This is the captain's table. The captain sits at the captain's table.
Captain Condiment has the Yacht Rock all queued up.
What a song. 8:53, good morning. Our friends at Wild Fork Foods, they got Dad covered for Father's Day weekend. Get Dad some quality meat, huh? We play Steely Dan Dirty Work because this was in an episode of The Sopranos. James Gandolfini, Tony's driving in his SUV, singing along to this. And the reason why we talk about that is on this day 13 years ago, we lost Tony Soprano. James Gandolfini passed away. He was 51 years old. He had a heart attack while vacationing in Rome. I remember I cried that day.
Yeah, sad. So young.
Yeah.
Seriously, 51 years old is ridiculous.
And he had
Really
some
sad.
demons, you know. He had some demons, unfortunately. We all do.
Yeah.
By 56:35 is our out time. I don't know if Sedano heard it over the Cappy humming, but that's okay.
Dooby-dooby-doo. Hey, George. I'd like to make a piece of social commentary, if I may. Sure.
Mace's Musings.
No, that's at 9:15.
So last night I'm watching this Mexico-South Korea soccer game, yeah? And I'm watching with my 3 kids. My son's 26, my daughter's 22, and my other daughter's 19. My fourth daughter, or my fourth kid, Jillian, she lives up in Boise. She's the biggest soccer fan of the crew. And I was explaining to my kids last night how interesting it is that the 4 of us were sitting there watching this game, not Team USA, Mexico, South Korea. And we're all sitting there on the edge of our seat, biting our fingernails off, watching this game last night. And I'm explaining to my kids the history of soccer in the United States. And I'm saying to them, guys, you got to understand, when I was your age, even younger, I was a fan of the NASL. My favorite team was the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. They played against the New York Cosmos, who had Pele. But nobody cared about soccer in America when I was growing up in the 80s. Then, in 1994, when the World Cup came to the United States, and you had a team of guys who became known and likable, Tab Ramos, Alexi Lawless, Tony Meola, the names go on. All of a sudden, in America, we started to pay attention to soccer. And because of the 1994 World Cup, the MLS was born. And here we are now 32 years later, and everybody's into soccer and into the World Cup because it's here in our country. But that's what's happened in 32 years. Soccer 32 years ago, a non-issue. Today, we are all completely locked in. So talk about the advancement of a sport in a country and a league. Pretty amazing what's happened in 32 years. That's my social commentary on soccer.
Thank you, Cappy. 8:56 in the morning. The Rich Eisen Show begins terrestrially. Top of the hour. We get ready for the digital hour. Steve Mason will join us for Mason's Musings at 9:15. We'll get Funchy's 60-second YouTube chat report. All part of the Morning Wood. Thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. You know they got the hardwood. They got the Morning Wood. They got you covered, Jack.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Father's Day is coming up. Hi, it's Sua again, and for my favorite place to shop for celebrations, it's Wild Fork. And if you want to really treat your dad to something special, check these wild savings. Who doesn't love tomahawks? USDA Choice Tomahawks are $16.98 a pound, and USDA Prime New York Strips are $15.98 a pound. Look for something new for Dad? Bacon-wrapped pork fillets, 2 pieces for only $4. Look, if you're not already your dad's favorite kid, you will be when your Father's Day includes Wild Fork. Find a Wild Fork closest to you at wildforkfoods.com.
America's band, the Beach Boys, celebrate 250 years of the USA. Live, the Beach Boys. June 28th at the Pachanga Summit. Get reserved seats now at pachanga.com. Celebrate 250 years with America's original, the Beach Boys. Saluting 60 years of Pet Sounds.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper. So knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, and as somebody who was younger and who was looking out for Big Bro at the time.
But he was young. He wouldn't know not to get married.
Yeah, what the hell would I have known at 21 years old?
He was dropping Miami Heat everywhere.
But that's my point. Don't you see that if he would have said to me, hey, listen, I'm dropping Miami Heat. You should be dropping Miami Heat. Let's go drop Miami Heat together. You know, let's go beat Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Turns out there's a Walmart
right in my own neighborhood.
Wow.
They got it all.
Yeah, it's like a grocery store, too.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hack.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
Do you want to know how many times I've talked to Rich Paul about LeBron ever?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I don't know if that was planned, but that was incredible.
The way to tie it out.
I'm just waiting for an entrance,
That was incredible, Lindsay.
I would say once, and it wasn't even, I jumped into a conversation and someone was asking him about LeBron. Like, it wasn't even me.
Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want. Right.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
So
My girlfriend Jean went to Korea and had salmon sperm injected into her face. Beautiful.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That salmon sperm's going to make all the difference tonight, brother.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, Beto, where you been, homeboy?
Well, the open went a little too long for us to be para poop prop. What now? So the open went a little too long for us to be para poop prop.
Oh, no, yeah, we did. I didn't turn you on.
Because you know what? No, it wasn't that you turned us on. Is that the open bled into the normal starting point.
Oh, no, it was longer today. It was about 15 seconds longer. Yeah, it's Friday. And we got to get ready. We got a lot of stuff for Friday.
Mace's Musings.
That's at 9:15. And
time for Bunchy.
That's later, too, when Bunchy's got his 60-second YouTube chat report. And at 9:30, Chloe, the intern, Chloe Osmer, is going to come in here and do the 9:30 segment. Now, in the break, she came in here and is like, Chris, are you hyped? I said, do you think I'm high? I said, I used to be, but not anymore. And she's like, no, are you hyped? I go, yeah. And apparently, I guess she said to Berkey, is Chris in a good mood? And he's like, yeah, he's in a really good mood. You don't want to see him in a bad mood. I guess today she thought it was a bad mood. This is a good mood for me.
Oh, no.
This is as
Chloe.
good as a move as you can get.
Yeah.
I know. Chloe, this has been a pleasurable experience thus far. Now, we still have an hour.
Yeah.
Could change very quickly.
It could.
Thus far.
We're just a couple of guys messing around. That's what we are.
Cappy, to your point before we went to switch over to the digital hour.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the U.S. played Brazil in the round of 16 in 1994? Do you remember that match?
I don't. Nope.
Really? Because it was a pretty big moment. It was on July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
They were playing Brazil, and at that time, the match drew 11 million viewers on ABC, and at that time that was the record. Now, that was a round of 16 match. That wasn't an opener, okay? To just kind of put your words into context a little bit from a viewership standpoint, Fox drew 21.5 million for the match against Paraguay. Not a round of 16 match with the USA and Brazil. So, your point stands. I mean, just the numbers back it up.
Yeah, I was explaining to my kids, I'm like, you guys don't understand. When I was 24 years old and the World Cup was in the United States.
Oh, man bun time.
Oh, I told you this story too. I told my kids last night. I had a man bun. I was an undrafted free agent kicker with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
We were playing in a preseason game later that summer. Yeah. Call it August or September, whatever it was at the time, And Tony Meola was a guy that the New York Jets, they put him into training camp because he was from New Jersey.
Yeah, they wanted to see if he could kick.
Right, and it was sort of a cute little act, hey, he's a star with the U.S. soccer team. He's from New Jersey. Let's give him a free agent a chance. And in the pregame, Detroit, it's the Detroit Lions against the New York Jets, and I'm with the Lions, and Miola is with the Jets. And when we're done warming up, all the kickers walk over to talk to each other. So, George, me and Jason Hanson, who was the kicker of the Detroit Lions, and I was trying to unseat him, but I had no chance.
Yeah.
And on the Jets side, they had Tony Miola. And
He's one of the best kickers ever.
Oh, Jason Hanson was an incredible kicker. And then, George, they had a guy on the Jets. I want to say it was Nick. Oh, God, I just lost his last name. No, Nick, for the Kansas City Chiefs for a really long time. Tall guy, mustache, Nick.
Oh, yeah, I could picture him. Dark black mustache.
Yeah, and I just lost his last name. But when we were done in the pregame, I just wanted to go over and meet Nick Lowry. Thank you, Bergie.
Mike Lowry.
Nick Lowry. Like Mike Lowry, then Nick Lowry. And I just wanted to go over and meet Tony Miola. Like, I was almost starstruck in meeting a guy who was trying to make it on the Jets. And what I said to my kids was, you got to understand, in 1994, no one cared about soccer, to the point where my kids didn't realize that the MLS did not exist back then. So the 1994 men's national team, they preceded the Major League Soccer League that now has been in existence for 30 years. But if there is no 1994 World Cup, if there is no 1994 U.S. men's national team, to your point, plays Brazil in the round of 16, George, there's probably no MLS today. You know, that's how impactful the 1994 U.S. men's national soccer team and the World Cup being in the U.S., that's how important that moment was. And what you're saying is that a match between the USA and Brazil back then, an important match in the round of 16, 11 million viewers. Now you're talking about just the average. I couldn't wait. I would love to see what Mexico did last night against South Korea. How many people were watching that? Mm-hmm. Because that's my whole point is soccer has exploded in the last 30 years in this country, but it all goes back to 1994. And for my kids last night, that was a sports history lesson that they just frankly did not know.
Were they interested?
Very. Very interested. My son was like, really? I didn't realize that the MLS started because the 1994 World Cup team. I'm like, oh, absolutely. There was no real professional men's soccer. Now you've got the MLS, which is on fire. Teams it seems like every year there's, new franchises. And you talk about upside in owning a franchise. MLS is still a great one to own. And now you have the women's, because in 1998, 4 years after the fact, remember, that's when Brandi Chastain scored the goal for the U.S. women's national team, ripped off her shirt. She's rocking the sports bra. And that also was a seminal moment in the history of American soccer. And all these years later, and through different iterations, now there's women's professional soccer, which, by the way, sometimes those games draw 35.
Right? Which you can catch Sundays on ESPN.
Right, 35, 40,000 people sometimes at some of these games, And that generation of Brandi Chastain and Mia Hamm, that led into, all of the other great female soccer stars that have played on the U.S. women's national team. Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying is that as a sport, men's and women's,
it's come a long way.
Soccer exploded thanks to the 1994 U.S. hosting the World Cup.
Yeah.
If you want some good news for USA Soccer today, Christian Pulisic is expected to play.
Well, he's got a calf injury,
news.
Right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't play him a ton, though. I mean, if they're up big again, I'd take him out at halftime just like they did the other match.
Totally agree. And by the way, maybe there's the flip side of it, which is maybe he doesn't play until the second half.
Perhaps.
So, but that's big news, Bergie, because I think a lot of people have been wondering what's the status of Pulisic, and so he is the star of the team. And I mentioned one of the other guys from the 94 team, Tab Ramos. His son is one of the players that would have been projected as possibly the replacement for Pulisic.
Well, and Claudio Reyna's son, Gio, plays on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gio.
Maybe I'm getting the names wrong then.
Yeah, Gio Reyna is on the team. He comes in. Yeah. He scored a beautiful goal in the first game off the side of his foot. And they're saying that possibly Tim Weah is going to be who would replace Pulisic.
Reyna is who I was maybe thinking of rather than
Ramos.
I
don't think Tab Ramos' son plays.
So there you go. So point of information and good correction. Thank you.
I mean, you were so close to nailing that soccer segment.
I was 97%.
Yeah.
97%.
I still an A.
One big screw up. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I should really downgrade myself to like a 91.
Yeah,
and give myself
that
an
way
A-.
you're like an A-.
Yeah, I'll take the A-.
I would agree. Yeah,
that's a
you
big
would have made
screw-up.
awful announcing if you were like on like an ESPN TV show.
Right. If I would have been like, hey man, is France going to possibly do this year? You know.
See why?
Time for Funchy.
Why? That wasn't what I was. That wasn't what I was even referring to.
Well, I screwed up. You know
I
what I'm
only
saying?
say that because you always reference awful announcing, and that was the only reason I said that.
I'm a fan unless I'm on it.
You always do take it one step too far.
He does.
Okay, now
Like
now
you
it's an
cannot be
87.
trusted with just even one small iota of just like, forget it.
Oh, come on. Have fun. It's Friday. Relax.
Why do you got to do this before our fun stuff we're about to do this hour? You got to make it all.
I screwed up.
No, it's my
Lorena
fault.
Ramos.
It's my
Yeah,
fault.
it is.
It's
It's
my
George's
fault.
fault.
It really is my fault.
He is. Thank you, George. Thank you.
I put him in a place where I should have known he was not going to go where I needed him to go, and he takes it somewhere where I would not have wanted him to go.
Oh, God. Thank you, George, for taking the blame on that. Appreciate you, man.
It's my
Good
fault.
partnership.
You're right.
Good teammate. Good teammate.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's me.
All right, so what's the deal, man? Are we doing Mace's musings or what?
9:15, and we're filling time because Bergie is calling Mace.
Okay.
And he hasn't picked up
Oh, wait,
yet.
I thought, so we're doing this with him live on the air. I thought we were going to do it and then have him on.
Oh,
okay,
well, we could
that's
do
fine.
that if you want. I don't.
No,
We
it's
didn't
fine.
really.
I mean,
have a
I'd
format.
rather him explain himself in real time.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I thought that way we could really stretch it and pull it out.
Yeah, you
All
want
right.
to stretch it
In the
and pull it out.
meantime.
He's not picking up. Wow.
Whoa.
Is Mace going to blow us off?
Whoa. Or did we tell him 9:15 and he's looking at his clock right now and he's like, well, I've got 3
Now, he
minutes.
also fought me back on when I said, we'll call you. He's like, well, just give me the number. I'll call you. Maybe he's got some of those wacky things on his phone that, like, block an unknown number.
Oh, yeah, I have that stuff.
Really?
Like what?
Yeah,
What do you
like
mean? Hold on.
if the number's not saved, it goes to like a pre-voicemail. And it like says like, state your name and the reason why you're calling, and this person will it like screens your calls for you.
It'll decide for you, huh? Or at least, give you a chance
Well, no,
to screen.
it will pop up on my phone like as like almost like in text form, and then I'll see who it is because if I don't recognize the number, and it's not coming across as like a spam risk, it will give it that opportunity, and then it'll say like Joe from 97.9 in Phoenix or whatever the hell, and then I'm like, oh, it's right, I forgot I had to do this thing.
Okay, so Joe from 97.9 is calling.
Right, in Phoenix.
Okay, and you're going on his show?
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
No, Joe's like the producer usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe's the producer. Gotcha.
Yeah, come on now.
Not the Joe show on 97.9 in Phoenix.
No, it's usually like Burns and Gambo or something like that.
Burns and I do know Burns and Gambo.
Those guys, I love those guys.
Good guys. Very good.
Oh, they're
guys.
hilarious. I love them. Yeah, I've actually been in their. I did shows out of their studio when we used to do afternoons.
Speaking of Burns, Peter Burns. He was on Sportsmanlike yesterday as a guest. And
I love Peter Burns.
Yeah, he's a big deal now with the SEC. Than
He's
Paul
been on the
Feinbaum.
SEC network for many years.
Yeah, other than Paul Feinbaum, he's probably the second face you see all the time.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And again, I tweeted at him, and then he wrote back, "Yeah, babe." And it's funny because we always talk about the great Andrew Ashwood, who's a mentor to all of us.
He was a San Antonio guy, right?
And then,
Louisiana originally, but San Antonio after that.
Yeah, so Peter Burns won Be Andrew for a Day, which was a contest we did on the Bruno Show where callers called in and sent in cassettes of them trying out for Be Andrew for a Day, which was Andrew Siciliano. Peter won that, and he was a listener in San Antonio. He listened to us on Ticket 760 every morning because we were national. Peter won, and then him and his wife at the time, Stacey Burns, they convinced Andrew to give them a job. And Andrew did. He gave him a weekend show, and then Peter was a sales guy in San Antonio, and that's how it all began. And now he's hosting at the SEC network and a huge star. It's really remarkable when you think about Andrew Ashwood and how many lives he touched. And of course, JT the Brick. There you go, Greg Bergman.
Nice.
He said, so what, Mace isn't getting back to us?
I love these stories.
It went right to voicemail.
All right, we'll just start it without
him.
Mace. We'll just start it without
I
Mace.
absolutely love these stories, that you're telling, that a guy wins a contest
Be
and
Andrew
then
for a
turns
day.
it into a career.
I believe it was 2003, or maybe it was 4. It was one of those years. I was at the
pretty
Bruno
cool.
Show from 2002 to 2004, and then Tony left. So.
I got a story of a guy who did a somewhat similar thing. So
Does
in
he work for
2000
ESPN? Because
no, he
that was
works-
the angle to my story.
Yeah.
But now you're going to tell us your story, so go ahead.
No, I won't tell you.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Go ahead.
You don't want to know it. You don't want to know this story.
No,
this
go,
guy
now
works
I
for,
want to.
This guy works for Fox 5 now, though.
Oh, Fox 5.
Which is Fox 5 in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
So this guy, in 2016, when the Chargers moved out of San Diego, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. So I decided I'm gonna take 32 listeners, and I'm gonna make them all reporters for individual teams. And this one guy was the Seattle Seahawks reporter, and all he did was call in every week with a 60-second report on the Seahawks. Now he's like the lead sports anchor on the local San Diego Fox station. And I saw the kid, and I go, you mean to tell me you turned a 1-minute phone call on a radio show for 16 weeks into this? And he goes, yeah, I walked into their TV studio. I didn't have 1 second of experience, but I used the fact that I was on the radio show, and they hired me. So I love stories like
That's
that.
how
That's
it
a
works
great
sometimes.
story. Yeah.
All right. It's time for Mace's Musings. We're going to do this every week. We're going to break down 5 things that Mace said.
What did Mace say this week? Mace's Musings.
And then Mace will join us at some point to react, maybe. So let's start with number 1. By the way, producer Emily from the Mason Ireland program, producer Brian Cohen, they are the executive producers of this segment. They helped me put it all together. We start with number 1. It's 49 seconds. From Thursday's show, Mace offers a kidney to caller number 7.
So, John, would you donate a kidney to a total and complete stranger?
What are the percentage chances I survive this kidney
100.
donation?
100.
Sure, why not? I don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, I am offering it right now.
And by the way,
I'm
Philip,
offering my right kidney. I'm offering my right kidney to anybody that needs it right now.
Philip did not offer a kidney to someone he didn't know. He offered a kidney to a photographer at Channel 7 that he matched with.
Right.
And so he saved that guy's life.
Now, giving up one kidney is one thing. Show me something, Phil. Give up both kidneys. I want to see what that
Could
looks
you
like.
don't you need one?
Yeah. I'll give my kidney to caller number 7. If you need if you badly need a kidney, caller number 7. I'm giving you a kidney.
We need to run that by Janessa. I need to create some rules around your kidney.
We need rules. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mace's Musings.
So when they say Philip, that was Philip Palmer at ABC 7, friend of the station, who did give up a kidney once. That wacky Mace.
George, would you give up a kidney to a random person?
To a random person. That's a great
somebody
question.
you don't know. Somebody you don't know, but
I would prefer to give it to someone I know.
Same. That's why I'm holding on to my kidneys, because if I give it to a random person and then a year later somebody that I know that's very close to me goes, hey, I need a kidney. Can you help me out? I'd be like, I would like to, but I
already gave it away
ago.
to a random person.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotta hold on to those kidneys.
I'm okay with donating blood for whoever needs it. You know what I mean?
That's nice of you.
All right, Mace's Musings. Now number 2. This is from Thursday's show when they were talking about Trudell and who Trudell would throw off the lifeboat.
Oh.
This is what they said.
This is like a bit they've been doing for 30 years, the lifeboat.
But we know deep down who Trudell would actually
Like, I remember Ireland one time saying he wouldn't throw me or Greg off because we have young children, and it's like, okay, I guess, thanks, I appreciate it.
Here we go.
Except if he had to determine, I don't know if there was a lifeboat.
Yeah.
And there was only one other seat.
Yep.
And Mike was in one seat.
Yes.
And the other seat was either me or Bill McDonald. It would be a very hard decision for Trudell.
He'd take you.
We're like his broadcast uncles.
No, he'd definitely take
Well, and you know who he would throw
Billy
us
Mack better learn to swim.
No, you know who he'd throw us both over for? Stu.
Oh, well, sure. No, Stu gets a seat.
Mace's Musings.
Now, here's the thing. We know the funny part about that is there's one guy that not only would Trudell throw off, he would drown immediately, and that's Mace.
Mason, no question.
All right, Mace's Musings, now number 3. They came out of my open, and often I say it's the biggest Lakers offseason in history.
Good afternoon. What is going on? Big Wednesday here.
By the way, Morales in that open there just pulled a Mason.
What did he do?
You have, for the last, I don't know, probably 12 years.
Yeah.
Declared it the biggest Lakers offseason in
But
history.
this is.
But you do it every year.
Right, but this really is, because they have the third most salary cap space.
Right.
This really is.
Well, but you say
really
that,
is.
What you just said, you literally say every year.
Find me the tape. I don't think I ever said it. I don't think I ever said that.
It's on the tape.
It's on the tape.
I got a pep.
Mace's Musings.
There you go. Wackiness.
Well, since 2019, I'll give him that. It's the biggest offseason since 2019.
You'll give him, okay. All right, because I think the point is that he says it every year, doesn't he?
I understand, but I think that this year he's right since 2019. So that's like 7 years.
Yeah. So he's been saying it every year, but he's finally right.
You know, the
He's
amazing
finally
thing
right.
is we once did a free agency Friday night or Saturday night show.
Yeah.
And we called it Sábado Gigante because he used to
Oh,
host
I
the
remember.
show.
I was in Hawaii. That was
Yes.
the year LeBron
Yes.
signed. Yeah.
But this was, we were expecting them to sign Kawhi and
I
Paul
called
George.
from Hawaii, from like Maui that day.
And it didn't happen that night.
Right. It
So-
happened It happened
Yeah.
on. It happened on Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
So we were sitting here
the next day.
Sábado Gigante with Andy, Mason, me producing.
Come on, Andy.
Come on,
and
Andy.
Nothing happened.
Right.
And we were so disappointed.
Yeah.
It was a sad night. All right, number 4 for Mace's Musings.
Yeah.
This is from Monday's show. And all Emily labeled this was full kit wanker.
By the way, he said full kit. And the debate is, you don't think we should say the word.
Oh, I'll say it. I don't care. As a matter of fact, I looked it up.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean,
it says wanker is a vulgar slang term that literally means someone who pleasures themselves.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Yeah. However,
Really?
it is primarily used in British, Australian, and Commonwealth English as a general insult to describe a contemptible, incompetent, or highly unpleasant person.
Yeah.
Look up Fanny and for English.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to go down the entire
We're gonna do
British
that. We're gonna do wanker.
rabbit
We can do
hole.
Fanny too.
Yeah, but he didn't mention Fanny. He mentioned wanker.
Who was Who was he saying it about?
Saying about James Corden.
Oh, I agree with him. I agree with Lawless.
He's a full kit wanker, and apparently a full kit wanker means that he's wearing all soccer gear, including the shorts and the socks and the shoes. If you do that, you are a wanker, and Alexi Lawless was just pointing that.
Mace's Musings.
So that was number 4, full kit wanker. I don't know
like
why.
that.
Why is Mace worried to say wanker?
Yeah, you can say wanker.
Yeah, it's fine.
We don't ever use the word wanker around here or anywhere.
Well,
in
you
America,
are a
for that
wanker,
matter.
though.
What do you mean I'm a wanker?
Based on that first definition.
If they were doing so, like if we did like a version of Ted Lasso where like Cappy would have to go to the BBC, you know what I'm saying, and it would be like a broadcast version of it, as opposed to like a coach. They would definitely call you the wanker around the studio.
I've been called a wanker before. I've been called a wanker before by a Brit. I once was interviewing a guy who was like the color commentator on the Tour de France coverage. And I said something to him like, cycling has become a bit more mainstream. The next night, I went to an event around this cycling thing, and this guy's on stage, the same guy I'd interviewed. He goes, and I was on the radio yesterday with a guy, such a wanker, when he said that cycling's become mainstream. And I'm like, I'm right here. I'm the wanker you're talking about, buddy.
All right, it is Mace's Musings.
Mace's Musings.
Here's number 5. Now, it's a long cut. We can cut it off after like 30 seconds. This was from Tuesday, Live Imaging Tuesday.
Oh, this is great.
This is where it started from the Taylor Swift story. So he tried to throw Taylor Swift under the bus. And, of course...
Saying that she wasn't a Knicks fan?
Right. And, of course, producer Emily is a big Swiftie.
Oh, yeah.
But then Mace basically is like, well, she was just at the with her boyfriend rooting on the Cavs. I go, where do you see a picture of her rooting on the Cavs or wearing Cavs gear?
Yeah.
She was sitting there with her boyfriend, or fiance. Then Ireland goes because Juan is a Broncos fan, and then it unrolls from there.
The Broncos almost made it to the Super Bowl this year.
Right.
They made it to the AFC Championship game. If Juan said to you, hey, I know you're a Rams fan, but I really want to go see the Broncos in the Super Bowl, you would go. It's your team-in-law.
I would not.
Oh, stop.
Too much money to spend.
You're such a phony.
And by the way, Juan is more a Rams fan than he is a Broncos fan. His family is all Broncos
so
fans.
what if his family said, we've got 4 tickets, we paid for them, we want you and
if
Juan
it's
to
free,
go.
if it's free to go to the Super, I'll go to any
You think
Super
Taylor
Bowl that's
Swift
free.
paid for that ticket? Come on.
You don't think those famous people pay for
somebody
tickets?
did.
I think she got them gifted to her, probably.
You know, the Knicks don't charge any. They don't charge.
So we
Ben
get out
Stiller.
of there. Mace is such a wanker sometimes. I tell you. Mace's Musings. Now, apparently,
Mace's Musings.
he is on the line, fresh off a workout. You hear him weekdays, noon to 3, the Hall of Famers. The biggest show on the radio. Steve Mason joins us for Mace's Musings, 4 minutes late. Good morning, Mace.
Good morning. What's up, guys?
Not 9 minutes late?
By the way, I think the word wanker, here's the thing. The word wanker, I have no problem with, but British listeners do. And we have a lot of British listeners to our show, so I didn't want to offend them. Yes, we own the Brits.
Oh, really? We're big with the Brits in L.A., huh?
Big with the Brits, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other thing, I get so irritated by this whole thing about Mason wasn't a Rams fan back in the... You know what? I've been really clear about this. I was a Rams fan when they were here. When they left, I said, screw the Rams. I picked up the Chargers for a while, met one, picked up the Broncos for a while. In 2016, I became a Rams fan when they came back, and I've been a Rams fan for a decade now after being a Rams fan from before when they were here. And yes, I would not go to the Super Bowl if the Broncos were in it. I'd go to see the Rams, but not the Broncos.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like you buying a personal seat license and being a season ticket holder, and going to every home game, that kind of justifies your Ram fanhood?
Mason, you're a grown-ass man. You can root for whoever the hell you want.
No, you can't.
I completely agree with you. But these guys are coming at me. I don't know. I think it was beat up Mace week. I took so much crap this week.
Really?
My mom actually texted and said, "Why are they beating you up this week?
Mm-hmm.
They've got to stop picking on you." It was too much. Honestly,
it was vicious.
You know what I'm going to do? I need to take next week off.
We're taking next week off. That's a shock.
Little mental health break for you, Mace?
Yeah, I do. After getting beat up all week long, I need a week off. So I'll do today's show, and then I need a week off.
All right, so you're declaring next week no Mace.
No Mace next week. No Mace musings next week.
All right, find somebody
we'll take a
to
break
beat up
from
on.
the musings.
Should we do Ireland's
I
musings?
think it's a great bit. By the way, I'm listening to it. I was waiting for a call. No call came in.
We called you
Tim
14
called me.
times.
Tim called me. I answered right away and said, "Yeah, just call me." Then there were no calls. And I asked you earlier for a number.
Tim didn't call you.
You
That was
wouldn't give
Funches.
me a number to call
Who's
in
Kim?
on.
Who's Kim?
Oh, Tim. I thought it was that Tim or was that Funch?
No, it was Funch.
I thought
that's
it was
good,
Tim
Mace.
Johnson.
That's
Oh,
good.
it was Funch.
Yeah, it was Funch.
I've only worked with you
I
like
didn't know who
almost
was
20
calling.
years, Mace. You don't recognize my voice?
I do recognize your voice, Funch, but it's been a whirlwind this morning, and I was getting irritated because I hadn't heard from anybody. Finally, you called, and then I'm waiting for a call. I don't get a call. I mean, who's running this thing?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He's calling us out.
Who
Who's
is running
this
this thing?
operation?
Sedano. He's the black hand.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm not running this crap.
Yeah, no, Sedano's hands are clean. Trust me.
Oh my God! I'm not running this crap.
This is a Morales production.
Yeah.
Sedano is emerging from this with great dignity.
Right.
And you're sharing a glizzy with him, Kaplan.
Yeah. Oh no, there's no doubt that me
And don't forget
Morales,
cupcakes too.
Yeah, me and Morales, we are the ones that are taking this thing off the rails. And Sedano is just pristine and clean, squeaky clean, as a matter of fact. Now, Mace.
Well, because he's a ball knower. Like, I listen to the show because Sedano knows ball. And I
Ball
know
knowers.
Sedano for our show.
Oh, you want Sedano on your show?
I said I steal stuff from Sedano for our show.
Okay.
Oh, you can have it, Mace.
And Sedano's welcome anytime.
The
You guys are
Alliance.
all- Cappy, I would love to do a show with Cappy again. When are we going to do that crossover?
When can we do that?
thing?
This summer. When can we do it?
We should do the old switcheroo.
Yeah, why not? Can you imagine
we could do the old switcheroo?
Ireland's face if Sedano walked in and go, "Yeah, I'm doing the show today."
No,
for Mace.
I actually have never done a show with Travis. I'd love to do a show with Travis.
All right.
I actually think George, you're onto
Travis
something
is
good.
great.
How about
Well,
this?
we should. Yes. Go
How
ahead.
about this? You ready? The summer switcheroo.
There it is.
And here's what we do. You ready? Each week we take 6 names. We take all 6 of our names. We put them in a hat, and we pick out the name, and then we have to switch shifts and work with our colleagues, our teammates, in another day part just for the summer switcheroo.
I'm fine with that. I love that idea.
Well, just for a day,
This
right?
is fantastic. Yeah, just for a day, but what a great bit.
So
Yeah,
we do
that's
that
a great
every
bit.
week.
I'm all in on that.
Every week in the summer, we do it for one day in the week.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's mix
The
it up a
summer
little bit, huh?
switcheroo.
Well, next Friday, all of you are off, all 6 of you. So it's Bergie
Yeah,
Day.
you got it. You probably have to do it in like August, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Is it really all 6 of us are off
Yeah.
on Friday?
Yeah.
For one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to make sure Ramona
That's
was
a
even
lot of
available next
That's
week.
a lot of Andy Kamenetsky.
Come on, Andy.
Yeah.
Come on, Andy.
ESPN LA, the cam.
Yeah, exactly.
Mace,
Exactly.
would you really be willing to give up a kidney to a random listener?
No, you wouldn't. That I'm calling nonsense.
Sedano and I both said we'd
Caller
give
number
kidneys.
7. If you need a kidney, caller number 7. You get my kidney.
Caller 7, and you
Come
check
on,
with
Andy.
Janessa about the rules of the whole thing. Mace, you're good with that?
Yeah, no, they need to. Janessa and Stefan need to write rules for the giveaway of my kidney.
Okay, all right.
I'm
just saying.
But I'm totally in on it.
The rumor around town is you got a big kidney, so it should be good.
One or
do.
two
Well,
big kidneys.
Here's the thing. I only use one of these kidneys. Like the other one is redundant. I can give it up.
Yeah, but don't you want to hold on to it just in case somebody you really care about needs it?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So kidney in reserve, emergency brake glass kidney is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, both Sedano and I are generous with our kidneys, but we want to hold on to them.
Yeah, I'd like
just
to
in
hold
case
on
somebody
to
needs
someone
them.
that needs it in the family,
Right.
perhaps, or even someone I just know,
Yeah.
We know, guys. Do you guys know who Philip Palmer is on Channel 7?
Yeah.
He gave up a kidney.
To a rando?
stranger. And I'm like, that's why we call him One Kidney Phil. Yeah.
No, it wasn't to a stranger. It was a family member.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's not such a big deal then, Phil.
So are you taking back your offer?
No, I'll give it to a stranger. I'll give it to a
Right, you want to one up
stranger,
one kidney Phil.
Exactly. If I do it for a stranger, then I think that one up since he's only doing it for his family.
By the way, I'm calling BS on this because once you go home and tell Juan, hey, Juan, I'm giving up a kidney to a stranger, he's like, no, you're not. And you're like, okay, I'm not.
Hang on a second. Hey, Juan, do you mind if I give up a kidney to a stranger? He said, no problem.
Okay, cool.
I thought he'd be at least 60% against the idea.
I would have thought at least 60% at minimum.
Yeah.
Instantaneously, no problem.
All right.
No problem at all. So that's a good summer bit too.
You giving up a kidney? I don't know if that's a great summer bit. But we might try it. Why
great
not?
Summer. You think it's more fall?
More fall, yeah. During football season.
Chris, I say we take him to Providence.
Yeah.
We walk in, we walk out. He's one kidney Mace.
I'm all in. I am all in. I'm a generous, heroic guy.
Mace, let me ask you a question. Since you mentioned the Rams earlier, are you?
Yeah.
Like, let's just say, because we think they got to win the Super Bowl. Like, this is legitimately now Super Bowl or bust. Like,
Me
anything
too.
else
Yeah.
is a complete disappointment. If somehow they don't win the Super Bowl, like what will you do? Like, how will you feel?
Well, I will be absolutely devastated. I think we lost the Super Bowl last year when we lost to Seattle in what was that, week 15,
14,
I think, that
it was
Thursday
week
night
14,
game.
yeah.
I thought that was it. We're done, and I was miserable that day on the air. They shouldn't have even allowed me on the air. I was so pissed off and mad at the world. But I will be incredibly disappointed if they don't. But here's the thing. They right now, Alaric Jackson's probably the second most important player on that offense. He is Matthew Stafford's left tackle. And I don't know exactly where they are in that case or all that stuff, but he's a second-time offender. And the NFL uses their own rules. If we have to go 6 weeks without Alaric Jackson, I want a different left tackle.
Yeah. I mean, this
What do you
isn't
mean, yeah?
Oh, no.
Wait,
So,
it's-
hold on.
I'm
Bergie
thinking.
just said something behind me. His
What
mic
happened,
wasn't
Bergie?
on. Bergie, what'd you say?
Probably should have drafted one in the first round.
See, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that would happen.
See, Mace, on this show,
We got a
Bergie.
quarterback in the future.
Hey, Bergie, Ty
Mace.
Simpson, left tackle.
Mace, on this show,
Right.
we let Bergie talk. We don't run him off the show like you did.
Wow.
Oh, God. Bergman is welcome anytime he wants.
Hear that, Bergie?
Except in the
Produced last
studio.
week. He was on the show with us last week.
I'm writing Game of Games today for you.
Oh.
Shut up, Bergman.
Mace's Musings.
Where's that coming from?
Yeah, what's that all
Yeah,
about?
what was that about? How was your workout? What'd you do
For
today?
old time's sake. That's what
what'd you
it was.
do today?
I was kind of lazy. I did curls, arms, legs. I can't do shoulders right now because I've got a bone spur in my right shoulder.
Yeah, what
I
Clapper
did
said?
legs. Clapper said I've got a bone spur in my right shoulder, and he's going to need to go in and shave it down.
Oh, Cappy's got to shave it down.
Oh, really? Really? So Clapper's going to shave you.
He says it's not a major surgery. It's like you cut 3 holes in there, and it's done in a day, and you're out. But I probably have to do that at some point.
All right.
Why don't you do it next week when you decided to take a mental week?
No, I'm saving that. If I squeeze that into a week, I'm not taking vacation. Then I get some extra days.
I see. Gotcha.
All right, Mace. Well, Mace's Musings debut. We enjoyed it. The 5 wacky
Thank
things.
you. I had fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
Mace, are you happy now? Because you and I have been talking off air about, we got to kind of bring the shows back together again. Does this make you happy?
This makes me very happy. Yeah, I think we should continue to do this where we sort of mix it up the way they used to. I miss our crosstalk. I mean, we get to do it with DeMarco and Travis, but I miss the Sedano and Cappy crosstalk and would love to find a way. And I think the switcheroo thing is awesome for the summer.
Let's do it.
Well, I think there was a little more shenanigans on the Sedano and Cap crosstalk. Like, you never knew what you were going to get. You know what I mean?
They are very meat and potatoes over there at the DeMarco and Travis show.
Really?
So we do
But
a lot.
Yeah,
very
no stress.
meat and potatoes.
Which
Hey,
one's
Mace,
which
no,
one's
there
the
are no
meat?
stress, you're
which
right.
one's the meat? Which one's the potato?
Travis is a big potato, and I think the meat is DeMarco. He wants to get into that meat.
No, DeMarco. Do you know what DeMarco is? DeMarco's beyond meat. That's what he is. Since he don't eat no meat.
You're absolutely right.
All right, Mace.
meat.
We'll hear you at noon to
All
3.
right, guys.
Mason in Ireland today.
See you, Mace.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Mace.
I really am doing Game of Games today. I don't know why they're shut up.
What's it about?
In there.
What's it about?
I haven't
today?
written it yet.
Oh,
Mace's
I have no idea.
Musings.
All right, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We're going to
Great
hear
way to start the your return to Mason and Ireland.
I know.
We're going to hear
Tell him to
Mario.
shut up.
We're going to hear Mario. Hey, it's me, Mario, with his World Cup report. And then intern Chloe Osmer is going to do the 9:30 segment. And we still got Funch with his 60-second what happened in the YouTube chat today. That's all ahead.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
Team Mexico has officially claimed the top spot in Group A after a hard-fought 1-0 win over South Korea, securing 6 points and becoming the first team in the tournament to punch their ticket into the knockout round. Now all the attention shifts over to the United States after a dominant 4-1 victory over Paraguay in its World Cup opener. The U.S. men's national team returns to action today at noon in Seattle against Australia. Historically, the U.S. have a perfect record in Seattle with 6 wins and 0 defeats. The big question now, can the Americans stay consistent through the group stage and carry it into the knockout rounds? The pressure is on, but the opportunity is even greater for the U.S. men's national team.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
I have a crooked pole. Some guys have that crooked pole, okay?
George Sedano, Scott Kaplan.
Usually I have straight poles. I had a crooked pole.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
9:38. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, a feel-good Friday. Time for the 9:30 segment. We like to play a TV theme, but how about a movie theme? On this day in 1981, Cappy, Superman 2 set the all-time one-day record for theater box office receipts when it took $5.5 million at the time in one day, Jack.
Wow. I used to like those original Superman movies. I say original. I don't know if they were the original.
Well, the original guy was George Reeves, the TV show in like the early 60s.
Uh-huh.
But then he thought he was Superman and he ran out in front of a car and he died.
No way.
Yeah, that's the real life story.
No
or maybe
way.
he jumped off a building. One of those things basically happened.
And then Christopher Reeves, right?
Yes, he was in the original movies.
Have you seen the Christopher Reeve documentary that CNN put together?
I saw pieces of it. Yeah, very emotional.
It is an incredible tearjerker.
Yeah.
I know his son Will Reeve a little bit. He worked at ESPN very briefly. He works at Good Morning America now. I've actually seen him the last couple of years at the finals. We had dinner with him last year, or 2 years ago in Dallas. And yeah, I mean, it is worth watching. If you love Superman and you love the Christopher Reeve Superman particularly, if you watch that documentary, it will be something that you will want to watch, but you will also be very emotional, to your point, watching it. It is absolutely something that makes you really understand what that guy went through after the accident that he had. And I it's footage we've never seen ever before, so it's worth your time. Is what it makes it.
And he lived a long time in that state, and I'd gotten to meet him in the late 90s in New York because I did some sort of a charity event with him for his organization and met his wife and had her on the radio back then. But I'd gotten to know, just ever so slightly, been around them, but man, to see him in that condition when he was Superman, it was very emotional.
Okay, the 9:30 segment in 30 seconds, but join Beto Duran next Thursday, June 25th, at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for this summer's biggest football watch party experience. Experience nonstop game day energy drink specials, surprise giveaways, and incredible food like fire-grilled asada tacos, quesadilla, ceviches, and churros. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. Time for the 9:30 segment.
Real quick, just for posterity, George Reeves died by gunshot wound, officially ruled a suicide.
Yeah, because he thought he was Superman. That's what the
thought he
story
ran
was
out
on
in front
George
of a
Reeves.
bus.
It was one of those things. Thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, make the 9:30 segment possible. Every day, if you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-6224 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Now, today's 9:30 a.m. segment host is Chloe Osmer. She's one of our summer interns here at ESPN LA. Now, Chloe's father, Mark, I played golf with several times at Black Gold Golf Club. Cappy, you might remember we had dinner with him in Sam Pines at Kingsfish. Remember in Orange that night?
Yes.
Yes. So this is Mark's daughter, and Chloe Osmore today, one of our summer interns, is going to host the 9:30 a.m. segment. So as I like to say, take it away, Chloe.
Get it, Chloe.
Hi. Okay. So TMZ
Get that mic in front of her.
TMZ confirmed yesterday that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater have been quietly broken up for several months.
Wow.
And the relationship lasted nearly 3 years, and their split was reportedly amicable. And fans are now wondering if Petal, the album that Ariana Grande is currently touring, is about her relationship with Ethan, specifically the lead single, Hate That I Made You Love Me. And the song explores the frustration of being idolized by a former lover who develops an intense possessive attachment.
Oh, Cappy, you know about this.
Oh, this is weird.
Go ahead, Chloe. Sorry.
No, you're fine. A Hollywood insider told TMZ that the song nor any others on the album are about Ethan. If your ex said a new album coming out wasn't about you at all, would you believe them?
Oh, Cappy.
Ooh, good question, Chloe. I would not believe them. I would think, hey, look, I'm your inspiration. You know, like look at the relationship we had, the love we enjoyed, the unfortunate breakup, and look at what it has done to you. Believe me, Chloe, you're going to find out. You're a very young lady. But, you know, you get older, you get married, you think, hey, this is for life. You know, this is what I want it to be. I do. This is for life. And then all of a sudden you find out, you know what? A few years later, you're like, I don't really like you. And you don't really like me. And then the next thing you know, Chloe, you're sitting in a bathroom by yourself with your hands over your face and you're crying. And the only thing you're trying to figure out is, how the hell do I get out of this mess? So that's the reality of life, Chloe. Sorry to have to inform you like that. You're a young lady.
Sedano, you got anything on this?
I'm not as narcissistic as Cappy. If she said that it wasn't about me, then I'd be okay. All right, fine. Then it's not about me.
You're not as narcissistic as me?
No.
Okay. I just want to
No.
make sure I got that right.
Yeah. There's no there. Listen, there's a lot of things about me that you could say are not great. Narcissism is not one that I would put in my category. Yes. You no question.
I once said to my therapist, I said, my ex-wife is telling me that I'm a narcissist, and I don't even know what a narcissist is.
Listen, she may be onto something.
Oh, wait a minute. She called you a narcissist?
Yeah. And you know what he told me? He told me, he goes, you're the furthest thing from a narcissist. If anybody's the narcissist in the relationship, it ain't you, pal.
Well, it doesn't mean two things can be true at once, though.
Cappy,
as you know. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
both could have been narcissists. She just was like narcissist extreme, perhaps, and you were just like a little narcissist.
By the way, my video just went out. I don't know exactly what happened here, but my video just went out. So.
All right, with that, Chloe, you got.
I mean, at least I didn't call you a rat.
Yeah, I
That
called
is
you a
true.
rat. Yeah.
No,
you know.
narcissist is better, I think.
Really?
Than a rat?
No, I think being a
so.
rat is better.
I don't think so.
Because
I mean, I think a rat is way worse.
I don't know.
I mean, a rat is like disease infested.
Yeah, but in terms of how I say it, I'm not calling you a disease infested.
No, but it's just like, an added bonus that you're basically saying, he's the lowest of the low, and then also saying that he's a disease-infested animal.
Well, that's true, yeah. All right, Chloe, how you liking this so far? Huh? You like the Sedano Kap morning show? This is your first time working with us, right?
It's really fun. Yeah, I like being on the show.
Oh, beautiful.
Hey,
Well,
yeah,
keep
you're
it
doing
going,
great.
Chloe. Yeah,
Keep
what else
going,
you got?
Chloe.
What else you got, Chloe? What's story number 2?
Okay, so a new study found that men take, on average, 112 days before deciding whether a partner has a genuine long-term marriage potential. Researchers have found that emotional connection, trust, shared values, and compatibility mattered far more than physical attraction when men were thinking seriously about marriage. The first few months of a relationship appear to be the window when those long-term intentions start to come to focus. When you meet a person, what was the moment you knew they were actually the one?
Ooh, this is a good one, I think, for everybody.
That's a great question. See, I would say that 112 might be. Is that the average? Is that what it is, or is that are they really kind of narrowing it down to like a specific time frame of like 3.5 months?
Yeah, on average.
Okay, on average. Well, I guess then that makes some sense. But yeah, look, I think. What would you say is the honeymoon part of a new relationship? Is 3 months? Is it 6 months? What would you say?
A lot of people say the first year, right?
I would say the first 3 to 6 months.
All right.
Yeah.
Cap, you're not going to say anything? Just going to stay quiet?
I am just going to say this. I think 112 days is actually right on, Chloe. I just did the math in my head. And when Rachel and I got together, it was late March of 2019. So then it was April, May, and then into June. So we're probably in that 100-day range. And then there was that moment where we were sitting together, and she said to me, I think I may be falling in love with you.
Aw.
And I said to her, I'm glad you said that because I know that I've already fallen in love with you, girl.
Well, especially after you saved me financially.
Well, had that happened yet?
That had not happened yet.
Oh, there
Jim.
you go.
Oh, wow. That had not happened. Yeah.
That happened later.
Yeah. Then I was like,
you
hey,
really loved her at that
I'm like,
point.
we already told each other we love each other. Come on, help me, girl.
Yeah.
And
then Cappy said, free mahi mahi.
Free mahi mahi, free mahi mahi.
Cappy, you got a sugar mama?
Oh, there's no
goodness.
question.
She is, yes.
Oh,
No
man,
question
lucky
about
man.
Come on, Funchy lover.
Funchy, when did you know it was love between you and your lovely wife?
Right the first time I met her. Yeah. Look at me. Look at the camera, guys.
Yeah, I see that. I see wink, wink.
Yeah, she listens to the show, so no.
Yeah.
Okay.
She listens to the show?
Sometimes when I'm
Yeah, when Funchy's on it.
Yeah.
Well, no, definitely not when he's not on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. When she doesn't even know what sports is.
By the way, you see that on the YouTube. You see Funchy's 7-Eleven cup. I got the same
do.
one.
We're twinsies.
You need to be part of our 7-Eleven coffee club now.
I think. Do I see your Pearl Jam shirt too?
Yeah, for you,
You went
Cappy.
from Sade to Pearl Jam.
Yeah,
He's an
That's
eclectic
pretty good.
brother, Funchy.
It is. I am, brother.
Like, Chloe, you got one more?
Michael Funch's eclectic brother.
Yeah, I can do another one.
Sure.
A Virginia woman is suing Outback Steakhouse for $1.5 million after she says she slipped on mashed potatoes on the restaurant floor and fell face first.
Bam!
She called Jacob.
That's a good call. That's exactly what she should do.
The woman says the spill was left on the floor near the restroom for an unreasonable amount of time with no warning sign posted. She claims to have suffered serious and lasting injuries from the fall. Outback is denying everything, including that there was never anything on the floor at all. Have you ever slipped and fallen somewhere in public? And if so, did you think about suing the establishment?
I did a Lakers media day last year.
Should have sued him.
No, I wasn't going to.
I have. I mean, I'm sure I've. I don't know. Like, I'm guessing that's. I've never thought of suing anyone in that scenario, though. No.
It's never happened to me before. I'm going to knock on wood, but
Maybe like not in a public place, right?
Yeah.
I've maybe I've slipped and fallen like like a park or something, like 'cause there's like a gopher hole or something, but never like in like an establishment. Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, Chloe. If there's some mashed potatoes on the floor at the Outback, because I just got done eating a bloomin' onion and I got to haul ass to the bathroom, and there's some, mashed potatoes on the floor, and I slip and fall, I'm doing what George just said. I'm calling Jacob at 1-800-345-89.
You know how many calories are in a bloomin' onion?
How many?
1,000 at least.
Just
right?
guess.
I mean, first of all, I would have to take my cholesterol medication immediately thereafter.
Yeah.
It's so deep
so
fried.
for a bloomin' onion is like heavily battered, deep fried.
But they do two sizes, right? You can get like the mini one and then the big one.
I don't know. I only remember one. I haven't been to Outback Steakhouse in a long time.
I haven't been there in like 15 years, but I'm going to say 1,200.
Okay, Cappy.
1750.
Bergie.
He's not down on mic. But go ahead.
Oh, Fungi.
2,000.
Chloe.
1,500. Someone already say that?
Funchess got it.
I knew
2,000.
Wow.
2,000.
Wow.
Like your whole day's worth of calories
Yeah.
is one bloomin'
Right.
so good, though.
Right. But that's why I said, you eat one of those things, you better haul ass to the bathroom, and there better not be mashed potatoes in the way.
But you shouldn't be eating one of those by yourself.
No, you shouldn't be eating them at all.
Well, once
It
in a
is
while,
delicious,
if
though.
you want a cheat day, it's okay. Well, you're the great Chloe Osborne. Now, Chloe.
Thank you, Chloe.
I know you're going to post this maybe clip or whatever on your social media later. Here's the thing. When you take the little, you select the screenshot or the photo that's going to be the clip, be sure to get the clip of Funchy moving the mic in front of you. It was an amazing moment. But good job, Chloe. Have a great
Way to
weekend.
go, Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe, were you nervous?
Not at all.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
you
she seems
very
very
confident.
relaxed.
Very confident.
Tell your dad Happy Father's Day from us.
Yeah,
I
and
will.
you're amongst
Thanks for
friends
having
here.
me on.
All right, Chloe, have a good day. Take the rest of the day off. All right, Funchy, this is the time. It is time because we need a little Funchy.
Time for Funchy.
We've got a whole produced stager and everything. Your YouTube in 60 seconds.
Time for Funchy. Michael Funches.
To give us this morning's YouTube chat in 60 seconds, Michael Funches.
Wow, I'm amazed at that. Holy moly, I got to send that to my mom.
Yeah, tell Mom we're ready to get down.
Who
is?
I am. I'll give it down with. We'll all get down with Mom right now.
First of all, a lot of hate for you four gentlemen today on the YouTube chat.
Shocking. I mean, that's pretty normal. Yeah.
Jay says he doesn't know if Morales is laughing or having another stroke.
All right.
Thomas says Greg knows nothing about the Raiders.
No, zero. Yeah.
Thomas also said, no, Sedano, stay on the other side. Stay on the other side. Raider Nation don't need you to cheer for the Raiders.
Well, he doesn't, so that's okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the Raiders because I'm actually agreeing with moving Max Crosby.
Another person said, Cappy, stop effing flip-flopping between being a Raider fan. Raider fans are loyal. I've been a Raider fan for almost 60 years, the worst of times and the best of times. Raiders for life.
That is true. Raiders fans are loyal. They've put up
They
with
are
a
that.
lot of
I
stuff.
will give them that. Also, probably like feel like they're in like a battered relationship a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, whatever you got to do, man.
Extremely battered, but
If you got to stay for the kids, stay for the kids. I get it.
It's for life.
Cappy had some contract talk today. Aunt Esther says Kaplan and JT DeBrick on 97.1 in the mornings.
Oh, wow. You got to grow a pair if that's going to happen.
Well, at least somebody would be awake. So that'd be good.
People are asking me what kind of cat I have. I don't know. She's a kitty cat. That's all I know.
How do you not know what kind of cat
I don't know. I don't know what kind of, breed she is or whatever.
Is it a tabby?
No, it's not a tabby.
Is it furry, the cat? Or is it one of those?
It's like it's sort of. It's not like a short hair cat, but
Right.
it does have short hair.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Not a short-haired cat, but it has
short hair.
Does
yes.
the cat have white paws? I like those white paw
They
kitties.
do have white paws.
Okay, yeah.
He does have white paws.
I like that.
Yeah. Let's see. There is. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. We did a whole open for you and everything.
Thank
but
you,
Yeah.
guys.
But
yeah,
you wrote stuff down.
Yeah.
I did write stuff down, dude. But I have to. It's
Well,
a lot. It's a lot of stuff here.
There's
Sorry,
the
guys.
The bed just ended, so that's fine.
All right, 626 Packer, who we had beef yesterday, says appreciate the shout out yesterday. You gave me some street credit. You know it's all love. This show is my coffee. I need it. So there you go.
Good job,
Yes.
Punchy. Now, go ahead. You got one more?
I do have one more. I actually have two more.
Go
please.
ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
Today, Juneteenth, which is one of my people's days. So, Puka Doncic says, J.I. will call it the DeMarco and Travis show just today. Great. I'm glad that you guys got the joke.
If you don't get
I got
the
it
joke, he thinks that it should be Travis and DeMarco because he was offended that Travis lost the name as the first one.
Also, JF699 says, it was between you and Kasim, and they went with Kasim for the day off.
Oh, my God.
Thanks.
That
Thanks
is
a lot.
horrible.
That's Bergman's call right there, brother.
Wow.
That is horrible.
You keeping a man down. That's why, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody that wants the day off.
Yeah, you
was
can have it.
welcome to have the day off.
A lot of stuff on your shirt today, Cappy. Walrus and Encino says, that's a nice splash of red, white, and blue you're sporting.
That's the Sunday swagger, red, white, and blue shirt.
I'm rocking it for Team USA today.
Yeah.
But a lot of hate for that shirt, too. One guy says, no lies, that shirt design is hideous. That Cappy is wearing. Another guy says, anyone else see Scott's shirt and thinks it's a bomb pop? And I said to that guy, Neil Cat, he likes sucking on bomb pops. And then Neil Cat said, I was hangry, and I'm not hangry, angry because the man's keeping me down. Bergman.
All right.
Time for Funchy.
That's it.
All right, Funchy, good job. Now, the big question is, producer Lindsay Baseball is scheduled to be back Monday.
No chance.
Will you continue to do this even on the days you're not? So here's the assignment until Lakers start up, because I know you're producing Lakers Talk and doing stuff. Will you continue to be in the YouTube chat during our show and then call in? We'll put you on the phone, but you got to keep it 60 seconds tight. But in the past, when we tried to do like What the Funch and you were on the phone, it didn't pop like when you're here. But this time around, will you make it pop every day for us?
Every day.
Okay.
Every damn day for you.
We're going to continue this. The Funch
I do like it.
YouTube report on what's in the YouTube chat.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we begin Sedano's favorite part of the show.
Oh, yeah, this calendar thing.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. Straight from the book. Don't sweat the small stuff. For Friday, June 19th, 2026. Every day, tell at least one person something you like about them. Telling someone something that you like, admire, or appreciate about them is, quote, a random act of kindness. It takes almost no effort once you get used to it, yet it pays enormous dividends. I'll start with you, Sedano. What's one thing you like about me?
Christopher, I like your dedication. How
All right.
about that?
All right. What's one thing you like about Cappy?
Come
Cappy
on, George.
makes me laugh while also making me want to, strangle him at times. But, two things can be true at once.
And finally, what's one thing you like about Berkey?
You know what? I like Bergie's loyalty.
Thank you.
I mean, especially when he had nowhere to go. Mason kicked him off the show, so we took him in. And now he'll never leave us.
Mm-mm.
That's
nice. Nice to hear you say those things,
That
George.
was nice.
Very nice. Lovely.
Was nice.
Very nice.
Oh,
You
no,
should
no,
feel
no,
good
no,
about
no.
Would you
yourself.
sign your contract already?
Yeah, exactly.
Trying.
So I don't have to do the strangle part?
Nobody will give it to me.
JT the Brick's waiting for you, man.
Brick in the cap.
Oh, my God. Cap, you would... I love you two, but you guys could not work together.
Can you imagine?
No, I don't think so.
Brick in the cap.
Yeah, I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
Time for the dealer's choice real
for
deal.
whatever grief I give you, you would be miserable. You guys would both be miserable in 10 minutes.
Well, I want to do bits, and he'd be telling me I'm not hardcore.
You're not hardcore enough, Cap.
Well, and your producers would never be able to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Hey, I'd be like, hey, let's get a big staff. Let's get like a whole ensemble. I'd be like, no, one guy.
You and me.
Yeah,
and then
just one
both
guy.
you guys would complain about apps. You telling me I got to watch Peacock?
How do I get on Amazon Prime?
There's your whole show right
exactly.
there. It's baseball season. Where's the Dodger game?
Angry old guys.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal. Thanks to Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash
that's
offer.
a good way to get him involved in the show. Not the, nonsense you do every day.
I don't do it. I just mention him.
In. You just do it to annoy Bergman.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
No
it's
repairs
annoying.
needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390 as is for a no obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Providence Realty, DRE 0191 5212 Cap.
Hey, wait, you know what? Before Cappy, you do dealer's choice?
Tell me.
In the summer switcheroo,
Yeah.
we should have like a Joker's Wild. And somebody's got to do a show with the saw.
So what is the date, Cappy, that you told? So I'll do this quickly because we got to get out of here. Cappy calls me yesterday, like 1:15. I see the phone. I'm like, here we go. I pick up the phone. Yo. It's like, hey, what's going on? I go, what do you need? You guys know, I'm just checking on you. You and Sedano a little rough today. I'm like, so we talk about that for 3 minutes. And then he goes, oh, by the way, one thing. I go, finally. He's like, so is it July 19th, Cap?
July 18th. It's a
July
Friday.
18th, Friday. It means a lot to me. Opening day at Del Mar. I'll set everything up. Can I do the show from Del Mar? I said, yeah, no problem. I said, I think it's a good bit. It'll be funny. And it's the summer of Schwann's. And really, Schwann's started when we talked about one of your horses once.
Right.
I said, but one thing. I want a segment with Hacksaw.
Yep, he did. He said that.
And he said, yeah, no problem. I'll make that up. And I said, okay. Then you can do the show from Del Mar. I think it's a good bit.
Now, do you think the saw would be into the Schwanz?
That's a good question.
Will he put his rug on it?
Another good question. Yeah, maybe he does his best 15 minutes. He just reads to us everything that's going on. And everybody's like, dude, I already knew about that. But maybe we do that.
I mean,
Throw
I'll
it
put
out
100 on it if he wants compensation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll do a GoFundMe for the. Not that he needs the coin. He made so much money all those years. But if he's like, do I have to do this for free? Tell him no. Morales got a Hyundai for you.
Okay, I'll tell him you'll Venmo him.
Yeah.
I don't have Venmo. What is that? Hey, just to get out of here today, first of all, been an amazing week. This has been a great, great week. Great to have Sedano back this week and off the NBA beat. Terrific, excellent week. So I want to just say to all the dads out there, I hope you guys all have a very enjoyable Father's Day, Sunday, watching that final round of the U.S. Open. Everybody here is a dad. Chris is a bun dad. And Funchy is a kitty cat dad, but me and Bergie and Sedano, we all got kids, so we're all dads. Father's Day means a lot to dads, you know? And so I just want to wish everybody in these final moments, in advance of Sunday, a wonderful Father's Day for all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day, guys.
Thank you, Cappy. It has been a fun week. Be sure to catch the Sedano and Cap Saturday special tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. after Dr. Clapper, the Weekend Warrior Show, presented by Cedar Sinai. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy Father's Day. Enjoy the World Cup, Dodgers baseball, the U.S. Open at Shinnecock. We'll talk to you Monday morning, bright and early at 7 a.m., Jack.